One 10-minute quarter. Both teams will have opportunity to possess the ball, even if they score a touchdown. Right?
Why is it like that?
Each team has 2 timeouts. Any questions? New Yorkers, no visitors. We go tails. It is tails.
How do I not have access to that feature?
Which way you want to kick? Huh? Right, you got it.
Of course, that is a much different decision you would have made if the old rules.
Yeah, smart. You want to know what you need.
Whereas before it'd be, we may not ever get it if we let them have it first. This is the 126th meeting between the Cowboys and the Giants. 41 points in the fourth, the most in rivalry history.
Missing your team's games on Sunday? Not an option.
Great. I can't see any comments.
Or just a move to a new city fan. Or at a Sunday afternoon wedding fan. Verizon's got you covered. Get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us. Every out-of-market game, every Sunday afternoon.
Which seems kind of important.
$480 in value. Only on Verizon.
See you Sunday.
What is power? Is it control? Is it freedom? Or is it something primal? Maybe the better question is, how much of it can you handle? In every GMC Sierra EV. Act now to get $7,500 EV federal tax credit on select Sierra EV models, or the 2.9% APR on 2025 Sierra EV Denali models.
Did you know Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating?
Is it weird seeing yourself on TV?
It's my job, isn't it? To let people know that Geico's more
There we
than
go.
savings.
Certainly have our cat's attention.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it appears so.
Well, they just
Wait,
love
no.
customer service.
Customer service. Right.
Then we get this excited for wet food.
Oh, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure it out. Manage videos.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Then we'll go to live. And then we'll go to, I guess, control room, right?
Old Spice NFL collection.
Yeah, okay.
NFL collection. Old Spice NFL collection. Okay.
Well, not that anyone was here anyway. All right.
Anything for Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Let's move this over a bit. Oh.
These teams keep one up on each other. Neighbors set the go-ahead touchdown, and then Egan strikes right back. Well, the Giants go deep to Neighbors again. Before this 64-yard field goal.
And then we'll social this out.
Pushes the game to overtime. We deserve a
I feel like this is the only way to decide this game.
I mean, 41 points.
And they needed every second.
We're playing for 65 years this season. That's the most they've ever come on for in a quarter. Miles Sanders on the return for the Cowboys through the 33-yard line. There was an important injury report that we're going to get in a moment. First, there's another flag here. It's a flag on Dallas on this return.
The city team number 40. They're playing overtime in Dallas to do the NFL. We don't need 50 cents for the stars.
All right, this game is delayed because of the overtime. And I am socialing this mediocre live stream out. And then I'll go live on TikTok. I'm only at 64% though for my phone. Not great. Not great. Okay. Oh, man. All right. I will put my phone for TikTok. I'll put it right there for now. You can't see any of this. Not that I don't think we have one person. Okay. Let me go grab like something to keep that up. Right. Oh, laptops. All right, here we go. All right. Good news, folks. TikTok's alerting people that I'm live. Okay. And then once this is like at like 80%, I will switch over so I can like see better. Oh, all right. What's everybody's score prediction for the game? I think the Eagles roll. Although I thought that last week. I will go with. I haven't done a score prediction. I will go with 28-14. 28-14. Oh my God, the Fantastic Sports Show. Spelled with a PH. Man, that's creative. I had a parlay and it required Dallas to win, so I kind of need them to win that game. I'm very curious of like what happens to that, and I can't. I'm gonna have to figure. Well, let me just go to ESPN.com, I guess. ESPN.com. Eagles are going to receive first. Gamecast. This would be great if like I wasn't using my laptop or my computer because I just would pull it up there, but I'm using my phone for TikTok, computer for the live stream on YouTube, and then my TV for like the Eagles game. Is that gonna go out of bounds? No, it might have actually. Look at John. It's good. It's a good return. That's a good return. Dallas fumbles, recovers. We're on 3rd and 10. Dallas has the ball. Something went wrong again, dude. YouTube is fucking up like crazy. Chiefs win. I mean, we'll see. I guess. I don't think they do. I think the Chiefs are completely cooked. Little biased though. I am a little bit biased, but yeah, I think the Chiefs are done. I don't know why I can't see any comments in the YouTube chat. All right. I think this is going to be like I put so much money on AJ Brown to have like 100 and a touch. It's a good start when we're fumbling the ball and getting picked up by Grant Calcaterra. Not a great start at all. How did he drop that? Oh, it just slipped out of his hands. Yeah, I put a ton of money on AJ Brown. I can't say it's like a get right game. It's just I mean, he's not ever in a situation where he's not right. Let's see if this works. All right, 2nd and 13. It's horrible play calling. Horrible play calling. Center's looking really good right now because they said the Chiefs are going to win. And this offense looks brutal early on. Like that to me is a Nick Sirianni play call. Like I saw Sirianni's offense do that. That is Sirianni's handprints all over that. I'm gonna throw a wide receiver bubble screen to John Mechie. Cool. All right, 3rd and 13. Did they get him? Eagles are trying to get one of the Chiefs to jump. That is one ugly ref. I mean, I could say because I'm beautiful, but that is an ugly 63 is a tough fella to look at. Looks like a wizened turtle. That is distracting. Got him. Can't do that. You can't do that. My voice is so shot from, of all things, the Temple football game. They lost 42-3, and my voice is cooked from it. And it wasn't like I was angry yelling either. I mean, I expected them to lose to, of all teams, Oklahoma. You know, they're pretty good. But Mayfield over 233.5 passing. Are you saying he hit that? Or that's what you bet? I always like Baker Mayfield. AJ Brown, there he is. Didn't get it though, but they're close enough. They'll probably do the shove. I would completely do the shove. Would 1,000% do it. Yeah, I mean, I think Baker Mayfield, like there's so many quarterbacks out there that are like proof positive of like just have them sit for a year and like actually develop instead of. So it's a long one. They're trying to get him to jump. And he got it. Now there's a penalty flag, so they might say that one of the Chiefs they were over the ball, but like I don't know what. Although they did have it last year, where like they were saying like the Eagles weren't lined up correctly. That was like early on, and then the NFL was typical offsides on the defense, so it'll be a first down. As per typical with the NFL, it's like we're gonna really, really hammer this rule for a couple weeks, and then we're just gonna ignore it. What's everybody else going on? Anybody other than Jocelyn have any bets? I think I said the name right. All right, first down. That's big because it was 3rd and 13. First down, here we go. Saquon time. That went nowhere. Chiefs defense, like the Chiefs line looks good early on. Look really good. And you have to give it to the Chiefs defense because even though they gave up 40 fucking points, they were the only team to stop Saquon last year. Only team, Eagles money line. I was surprised at the line for this game of Eagles -1.5. I thought it'd be way more. And I know they didn't look good in week 1, but like I thought like the Chiefs looked horrible week 1. They looked brutal. I know it's a road game and all that, but like I was very surprised by it. All right. Horrible throw by Jalen Hurts. Horrible. He threw that. I mean, that's a 5-yard gain if he completes it. Chiefs are bringing the blitz like crazy. I can't stand Spags. Who's taking over middays at the Fanatic? It will not be me, Jake. Won't be me. I don't know. I did see Ray yesterday, though. Ray Dunn, who's doing it now. But I didn't like talk to him too much about it. All right, 3rd and 11. Same as last time. I mean, kind of. It was 3rd and 13 last time. Jesus, what a blitz. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. They're kind of in no man's land though, but I'm still punting. It's not worth it on the road going for it. Do not like the play calling early on, and Jalen did not look good early on. You know, he fumbled on that the first play of the series. He fumbled, and then he missed probably Calcaterra, because if he hits Calcaterra and then he hits Devontae Smith on that, then that's probably a first down, or it's close enough where you do the push again. And now you're in a punting situation. So Jalen didn't look good early on. Good punt, though. Good punt. What do we got here? YouTube is dead. Like, there's nobody on the YouTube. Nobody. I mean, there's like a few people, but nobody's talking. I'll tell you, watching Tom Rinaldi do anything but sappy stories about, kids in like the Ronald McDonald House, very weird feeling. Very weird. Go Birds, always, Rachel. Always go Birds. Always and forever. And a go Birds to you. I will try to get caught up on to like everybody. that says something. I can't stand Isaiah Pacheco. I have like a strong hatred for a very average running back. That in 10 years you go, yeah, like who was that running back the Chiefs had from Rutgers? Do you remember? Your buddies be like Isaiah Pacheco, and it's like, yeah, that was it. I can't stand him. So I don't know why, but it's probably just because he's mediocre. All right. Jalen Carter should be motivated for this game, right? He didn't spit on anybody. That's good. Considering the last time I did a live, I literally pressed the live button and it was like, oh, by the way, he got kicked out of the game. Cool. Stuck watching Cowboys Giants overtime game here in Virginia. Yeah, you know what? I was following that. Because I had anytime I hop out, that's what happens. I was following that because I had a parlay with the Cowboys winning. Oh my god, he got blown up. Zach Ball was like, "Yeah, we're not having that today." I had a parlay with the Cowboys winning, so I was following it. But then as soon as this game kind of started, I like forgot about it. But it is insane to me that we live in 2025 and they haven't figured out, like, so Steve on the YouTube chat said he's stuck watching the Cowboys Giants. We haven't figured out a way, like, I don't know, crazy thought here. Put the Eagles Chiefs game on another feed. It's not going to happen often, but like, what is going on in like FS1 right now? What are they airing that can't be stopped? It's a hell of a punt. All right. Stream East for the win. I don't know what that means, man. Omar, what does that mean? Go Birds, Tyler, always. Go KC. Yeah, cheer for your team. That's fine. All good, man. All good. Cheer for your squad. Yeah, Baum was like, we're not. No, that's adorable. Dallas has the ball, 37-7. See, thank you so much for keeping me updated on the situation. You don't know what stream is? I don't, man. Are you a millennial? I am. I wasn't a cool millennial. I'm sorry. I feel like I've let you down big time. What is Stream East? Oh my god, Grant Calcaterra just ran into a dude. Well, they are trying to get the ball to AJ Brown because that's the second, but that's again, it's not a good throw. Now they are punting 3 minutes left in overtime. I'm kind of cheering for a tie at that point. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Omar, chat, could someone Tom's? The chat's like, we're revoking your millennial card because you don't know what Stream East is. I apologize. I was a sheltered kid, I guess. My bad. Go Niners. It's going to be tough with them not having Brock Purdy today, or for the next week. All right. 2nd and 10. Yeah, just throw it to him. He's good. That's a good tackle by KC. Because I would not want to have Saquon one-on-one. Go Birds. Yes, go Birds. Oh, they won. Oh, okay. I was making food. I have not paid attention at all to the 1:00 games. Like, at all. I don't have my kids this week, so I took a nap. Parents will understand that feeling. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna nap real fucking hard. And then I got up and I was like, well, I probably should eat because I don't want to eat while I'm doing one of these. And yeah, so I'm clueless when it comes to 1:00 games. That's a horrible throw. He got hit when he threw. What is going on right now with this team? Like this is not. I know he got hit, but like, what is that? I'm a little surprised that wasn't pass interference. He didn't get turned around at all. Oh, go. I'm very surprised about that. I don't know if it's the offensive line, if it's Jalen, if it's all of them, but like they just don't. Maybe I'm just so used to the Eagles easily going down, converting third downs, at least putting points on the board early, that I'm just blown away when it doesn't happen in the first, minutes of the game. That's on me. I got to do a better job. Wilson threw an interception, 2 minutes left in overtime. Love that. I mean, the ending of regulation for that game was bonkers. Joe, go Birds, bud. Go Birds. I mean, that was crazy. When Dak did not complete his first throw with like 30 seconds left, I was like, I don't think they're gonna have enough time. And then they're like, oh yeah, we'll just throw Aubrey out there. I've grown to dislike Patrick Mahomes only because of the people that he surrounds himself with, i.e., his wife, Travis Kelce, his dad, his brother. I've grown to like really, really dislike him. Steve said on the YouTube, Wilson throws an interception. No one wants to win. It's funny. They both put up 34 points, and yeah, it seems like. I swear, the year is going to be 2040, and Kareem Hunt will be on the Kansas City Chiefs. What was everybody's score prediction for this game? A little surprised because, like, when I did this for the Dallas game, it was like, I mean, I had so many people on TikTok watching along. I don't know if it's because that was like the first game of the season or what, but good tackle by Quinyon Mitchell. I am surprised he held that ball. All right, get a stop here, defense. Get a stop. On NFL Plus, they won't show the Eagles game until the Cowboys game is over. Yeah, and unfortunately, from what people are telling me, the Cowboys, like, no team wants to win. But that is ridiculous. They won't show, a marquee game. Like, I said it earlier, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way they picked up the first down. There's got to be a way, where, like, you can have both. And there is a way because other leagues figure it out, and yet the NFL is like, oh, a defending Super Bowl matchup? No. You're going to watch two dog shit teams that have no shot of making the playoffs. But, it's overtime. So, like, that's embarrassing. But yet the NFL doesn't care because you know why? Because they make a truckload of money. They own days of the week, and there's no reason for them to improve the product. So that's a really, really good job by Zadarius Smith. Really, really good job. I like that signing. I really just like the sign. I like the message that it sends. This is a really good time to tell you that I have a YouTube channel. And if you click the link in my bio, if you could just subscribe, I'd appreciate it because I need subscribers. It's about sports, but like if you could just subscribe, that'd be cool. I'm kind of hoping that game ends in a tie. Right up the gut. Yeah, Mahomes didn't want any part of that. There was no protection on that. Who was it? Who was the rusher on that? Was that Bond? 3rd and 11, by the way. Birds are a nationally televised game in England. Virginia needs to get their act together. That is so accurate. Especially because Virginia is closer to Philadelphia than Dallas or New York. I understand you don't want to turn the game off, but as I said, there's got to be at least do a split screen, Like do a split screen of both games and then just have the broadcast be the false start. Hate to see it. Are you still on the radio? I am not. I'm just doing YouTube. I got laid off over a year ago, like a year and a half ago. So I took like a year off from doing anything sports. And then in April, I started this YouTube channel about sports. So that's why I'm begging people to like and subscribe. But as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll stop begging. Because YouTube makes you have 1,000 subscribers before they start paying you. So as soon as I get that number and I need 4,000 watch hours, I'm like, I'm all good. But nope, not on the radio. Can talk about what I want, which is nice. 3rd and 16, they do a draw play. I wouldn't have done that personally, but okay. Sure. Bold strategy. 4 seconds now. Aubrey going in for the field goal. All right, so Dallas will probably end up winning because if Aubrey's hitting 64 yarders, he's probably not missing. I would assume like a closer one than that. And then over in Kansas City, Harrison Butker is going for a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. Oh, wide right. Right for Harrison Butker. Very right. So far right. Not even close to being on the left. Just right. Very right for Harrison Butker. Hate to see it. God. Hate to see it. All right, game break time. And the Cowboys win, yeah, as the chat tells me, and they just updated. That Brandon Aubrey story is fucking crazy that he was like a professional soccer player, and they're like, let's just go try out to be in the NFL. It honestly was wide right. I'm not making that up. Yeah, like it wasn't even close. And it was like a 48-yard attempt. Look, could I do it? No, but for a NFL kicker, probably shouldn't miss that badly. Saquon, first carry for positive yardage. Yeah, I mean, look, I really took advantage of the wide right thing, but like it was very wide right. Finally game over. All right, happy for everybody that finally gets to watch the Eagles-Chiefs game now. That the Cowboys and Giants game is over. Eagles have the ball at the 49-yard line. Devontae Smith. He tried to do that like catch and curl, and it didn't work. But sets them up for probably 3rd and 1. Ooh. I cannot stand Spagnuolo so much. All right, they're just going to go for the push here. Yeah, no, this is going to shock you. He got it. They converted. Shocking stuff. Shocking stuff. What's everybody think of Brady as like a color guy? Because I'm not really a huge fan of his. I think Greg Olson's way better. Like, not even close. I think he's way better. Hand off to Saquon, picks up like 4. Man, both chats are kind of quiet for a Super Bowl rematch. All right. 2nd and 6. Devontae Smith, wide receiver screen that worked for probably like 15 yards. That was I know it worked. I'm not a fan of those calls, but I guess with Smitty, he did a really good job of waiting it out and letting Mailata come over and seal off the block. What is 92 doing? Bro, what are you doing? The Eagles not taking advantage of that is absurd. Saquon up the gut for probably 4 or 5. I'm listening to you instead of Brady right now. It says it all. Mikey, I appreciate that, bud. Giants deserve to win that game. I mean, if they deserved it, they would have won. That's the counter. But I mean, it sounds. I didn't watch overtime. It sounds like from overtime, neither team wanted it. But look at AJ Dillon. But the counter to that would be like, if you get to overtime, yeah, both teams deserve to win if you get to overtime. We have an injury. Don't be on the Eagles.
We've got a couple of injuries, Chad, as my mic just comes on. Mike Dana, hit. He is questionable to return.
Okay.
And doubtful to return with an ankle.
All right, both injuries on the Chiefs. One's big, Mike Dana. He's questionable with an ankle, so that's huge for their pass rush. All right, come on. 1st and 10 here. 1st and 10. Saquon, boom. Like, too easy. Too easy for Saquon. Just read it. Just boom, boom, boom. Just vintage, really. Just vintage Saquon. Giants fan knows what I'm talking about. Like, that's just untouched. Absolutely untouched. Good job by Tyler Steen. Yeah, like, adorable. That's something that I think is so incredibly underrated about last season with Saquon. Was like, you looked at the amount of carries he got. No doubt. Like, he got a lot of carries. But the amount of times where he went right up the gut for like a home run play and he was untouched. I mean, that pays dividends, The fact that he wasn't having these like Derrick Henry like running over people, that'll end up like the wear and tear in your body. And I'm not sitting here saying that Saquon hasn't been hit hard. He has, but most of those home run plays that you watched last season with Saquon, most of them he was untouched or they barely got a hand on him. So, but touchdowns are cool. This just in, touchdowns are cool. Danny's excited. I'm excited. We're all excited. All 4 people here are excited. Mikey's excited. Steve, I don't know if he's still here. He's excited. We're all excited. And now we get car commercials. Love it. Love it here. I had a parlay. I usually do this parlay. I go birds to win, and then it's Saquon, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, all to score a touchdown. So I got like 1/2 of that done, which is good. Well, 1/3. As you can tell, I didn't major in math. I'm frazzled. I'll tell you, and they're showing a Burger King commercial. I wish I had more Burger Kings around me. I like Burger King. You can taste the flame broiled. I like it. And plus the McDonald's near me is kind of trash. But I swear, you drive 5 minutes in any direction, there's a McDonald's. You gotta search for a Burger King. Last time I had Burger King, I was driving back from Toronto. There's a commercial going on, so we can talk about this. I was driving back from Toronto. It was like a 10-hour drive, and there I am housing. I ordered a burger that I didn't realize was like 3 patties of burger meat. There I am in my car at like 9 o'clock on the PA Turnpike, just smashing meat into my mouth. Now, I know you might be sitting there at home going like, I've seen that video before on Lobster Tube. No, it was quite literally me just eating a burger, but it was just getting everywhere. It was, yeah. But like, as I was eating it, I was like, I wish I got this more often. You guys know what I'm talking about. The one here is trash. Are you talking to Steve? Are you talking the McDonald's or the Burger King is trash? Please clarify. Wish the passing game was a little bit better. That's the only note. Yeah, Josh, like, I don't know if you were on earlier when all that shit was going on, but like Jalen didn't look good his first 2 drives. Oh, there it goes. Sorry. We're back. Fumble, which is what he did. First play of the game, he fumbles it. Now, granted, he got it back. But then, he missed, I think, a wide open Calcaterra maybe with a bad throw. So he didn't look great, but hopefully Saquon will kind of open things up for him a little bit more. which is something they really didn't have in the Super Bowl because the Chiefs did a pretty good job of stopping Saquon in the Super Bowl. The problem is they were so busy stopping Saquon that they got their shit pushed in through the air. So I'd have no problem if this was a game where like the passing attack didn't do great, but Saquon just ran all over him. The Burger King there's trash. I'm sorry to hear that, man. If you find a good Burger King, it goes a long way. But that's the way with every fast food chain. All right, let's go. I feel like this is the third straight Chiefs drive that started out with them giving the ball to Isaiah Pacheco. Bro watched the Super Bowl for the first time last year and went and bought the jersey the next day. Ayo, stop telling my secrets, my man. I told you that in confidence. And here you are telling the world. I thought we were boys. And then there you are. And then that word is going to spread far and wide. I'm going to be walking into Wawa and people are going to be yelling, "Stolen valor, stolen valor." Wow, my voice is really shot. I got so sunburned yesterday at that Temple, Oklahoma game. So sunburned. I wasn't even the worst of it. My buddy that went, he's one of these redheads that like blends into a white wall. He got fried. Oh, commercial break because it's the end of the first quarter. 7-0. Eagles. I think they're called the Eagles. They're like a bird. So, yeah. We're at the point of the TikTok live where TikTok is like, hey, your live is trash. Why don't you start inviting random people you don't know to join you? So right now they're telling me to invite somebody named Lawn Dart 74, and they also want me to consider inviting Tony Tone 556. I don't know either of those guys. I'm sure they're great. I don't even know if they are guys. Steve's gonna go grab snacks. Let me know what you get. I have a hockey game at 9, so I'm like done eating until after that. Go Birds, Mopar. Go Birds. Mopar from the original crew. Cutie Bear. I've been called worse, girl. I've been called worse. DMs are very open. Although, I got a message today. I put it on my TikTok story. I got a message today, and it was some elderly woman wanting my Cash App. And I was like, this seems very legit. Totally going to give that to you. Random, like Ethel. Ethel wanted me to bless my Venmo or my Cash App. Like, no, I'm going to ignore that message, actually. You guys going to wait. You guys are going to get beat by 24. Are you talking like the Eagles are going to get beat by 24? Why 24, by the way? You watching the Emmys tonight? I am not watching the Emmys tonight. I am a strong hater of all movie, TV show awards. I think it's all politics. And I don't mean like generalize, like I don't mean like right, left. No, I mean like it's movie studios and influencing people. It's a lot of that shit. I mean, Phil, they're up 7-0, man, but if you think they're gonna lose by 24, sure. I didn't bet that. I had the Eagles winning. One of us will make some money. Oh, good. The commissioner's here, that piece of shit. Yeah, I wish him nothing but the worst. I remember the commissioner. What's up, Bakozi? Bikazi? Bikazi 85? I probably butchered that, man. But hey, how are you? Welcome. I don't know why, but every time I see the commissioner, as Pat Mahomes finds a wide open Travis Kelce, I think about the time where they were doing the draft from his house because it was during COVID, and he tried to make a joke about him eating peanut M&Ms, and it fell completely flat. Bikazi. I'm just going to call you B because I'm going to mess that up more times than not, and I don't want to insult you because you're a dear friend. Travis Kelce, wish nothing but the worst. That guy fucked me in fantasy last year like you would not believe. And he is now on my, I will never – what a horrible play call that was. And again, Zach Bond's like, we're not doing that. Yeah, he's on my shit list of oh, they got locked in their helmets. Yeah, no, not a fan. I play hockey at tonight is I shouldn't be saying this because all of a sudden I'll have like some rando that like hates me show up. I play hockey in Exton, Westchester, uh, Downingtown, and sometimes in Oaks. Although I kind of stopped playing for that team, but sometimes in Oaks. Mahomes is nothing, but he's gonna scramble for a first down. That's a big chunk. That's like 15, 20 yards. He had nothing to. The Eagles did such a good job bottling that up, and then he just took off right up the gut, and they had everybody covered. But yeah, that's where I play. How about the VMAs too? Don't watch the VMAs either. Do they still do the VMAs? I used to, man. I used to get so into like the MTV Movie Awards and the VMAs, but and by getting into them, I was 13 watching MTV. Like we all got into them, right? But I mean, there's nothing like seeing Christina Aguilera have to hand off that Moon Man to Eminem awkwardly as she's in her dirty phase. And then let me tell you, that dirty phase that helped propel me to become the man I am today. Although the rumor is she smells like hot dogs. So you can look that up. That is not me just making that up. Apparently, those that have been around her say her just general aroma is that of a hot dog. If you like hot dogs, it's great. I don't know if I want my um, romantic partner into that, but to each their own. As Zach Bond's all over the place. Like he didn't get the tackle on that, but he completely forced Pacheco. Oh, their left tackle's out now too for Kansas City. I used to play at Woodhaven in the sports complex, but also skate there. I don't know where that is. I've never played there. I'm so bad at hockey. I have to go where I'm invited. It's not like I can just show up and be like, "Hey, anyone need a guy?" I'm a vibes guy. Like I'm not a good hockey player. Oh, right up the gut by Makuba, and they got him. Oh, sack lunch. Cheesesteaks and football. That's what Philly does. Let's go. Bring in the safety blitz. Makuba. What a wonderful name. No shot. The Eagles are going to absolutely hammer the left side of that now. All right. Harrison Bucker's in for another field goal attempt. 56. He missed from 48, and he is going to make the field goal. So it's 7-3 now. A reminder, it would be 7-6, but Bucker missed wide right. Steve, what kind of snacks did you get? I'm at 80%. I can flip this. Because it's easier for me if I go like that. There we go. And then let's do like fixing my phone holder. So hopefully it works. The YouTube is getting a great look at my hand right now, like just my hand. Please don't leave. All right, I think we're good. Although I have to make sure that we're good. I have leftover pizza too from last night, Steve. I have it. All right, we're back. We're so back. I just heard my neighbor leave, and she. To drop my water, she left last night. I thought she left last night. I heard her door open, and I waited like a couple minutes, and maybe like a minute, and then I walked out, and she had her cat like in the hallway. I guess she was trying to get her cat to like I don't know, get comfortable with the area or whatever. When I tell you, this cat ran from me. Like this cat, I open the door, I see her, I'm like, oh hey, and then I see the cat, and I'm like, all right, like I'm trying to process it. And then this cat looks up at me and bolted. back in the apartment. Was like, fuck this dude. I don't know what his intentions are, and my intention was to go to my car to grab my keys. But yeah. So next time I see her, I'm gonna have to be like, hey, just to let you know, I have that effect on people. I don't blame your cat, but cry, Eagles cry. I'm not crying now. I mean, they're winning, but here's the thing. One, that's not all that. You can do better than that. That's not creative. And two, it is extremely difficult. And I've had this problem as a Phillies fan because I hate the Mets with an unhealthy passion. But it's extremely difficult to talk shit to a fan base when you got curb stomped in epic fashion just like 6 months ago. Like really tough. Now you can try it. I just don't think it's going to make you look in the best light. But as I explained to a couple people, never in your lifetime, never in my lifetime, never in any of our lifetime have we seen a team be up so much in the Super Bowl, they looked around and said, we're going to pull our starters for next week. And that, I think, speaks volumes. So, again, I mean, you could try to talk shit, but I assure you that that Eagles fans are not crying over Harrison Butker 56-yard field goal attempt. There's a lot we have cried about in our lifetime as Eagles fans, but a Harrison Butker barely squeaking it in, no, that's not one of them. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. All right, they pick up like 4. It's an interesting play call to Jahan Dotson. Oh, had to rest the starters for the parade, Steve. Absolutely. I'll never forget them putting Kenny Pickett in and me turning to my buddy and just laughing and going, like, look, they're trying to arrest Jalen for next week. They don't even realize there is no next week. Oh, that was funny. Casey here, I'm just crying over the season so far. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are just – I think they're cooked. And I'm not saying in this game. I think I think their time is probably done. Did he jump? Yeah, Eagles jumped. All right, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Who's winning the AFC West? Oh man, I think the Chiefs end up winning it, but I don't view the Chiefs anymore as like this power of football that they were. I think the best 2 teams in the AFC played last week, in the Bills and Ravens, and I think the Ravens will end up making the Super Bowl because the Bills always end up finding a way to lose. But I'm wrong all the time, I do not know ball. All day to throw. How do you have all day to throw? And oh my God, Saquon Barkley just ran over a dude. And this is a prime example of me not knowing ball because I sat there a mere 12 minutes ago saying that's great. Saquon Barkley doesn't really have to like lower his shoulder and run over guys too much. A lot of these home run plays, he's untouched and all that. I'm going waxing poetic about this. And then he goes out and he just ran over a poor guy that probably has a family. It was cool to see, though. How do you get your hair to look that amazing? Thank you, Donnie. My pillow is the short answer. I just woke up like this. No, it's product. It's product. He's got all day to throw. Jesus. And then he takes off running. Picks up the first down. I'll tell you, it wasn't until like I was probably 32 that I realized like, oh, my hair is probably my strength. Like I should probably. Oh, there was a holding call. I was going to say, because he had all day to throw. Cam Jurgens is having a rough series right now. Biggest Super Bowl score deficit of Broncos, 45 points. Yeah, but they didn't pull their starters. You're kind of giving Diddy vibes. I like Daddy vibes better than Diddy vibes. Sure. Okay. I don't really know where to go with that, but I'm giving off Diddy vibes. I don't know how. I don't even have kids here. 3rd and 15, they do a draw play. Jesus. Not a fan of that. He picked up like 5 yards, but still. Although I guess it's never a bad decision to go for a draw play with Saquon because you can always bust one. Best feature, I have to log out because you're way ahead of me. I'm sorry, Donnie. I apologize. Thanks for stopping in, though. Donnie was on the YouTube chat, which you can join by just clicking the link in my bio. All right, Eagles will have to punt. Offense doesn't look really that good. Their passing attack looks pretty stale, and they just don't look in sync at all. It's a hell of a punt. I've said that on every single punt this game, by the way. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Dude, I assure you, James, there is this, what you're seeing here, this is the farthest thing from a Diddy party. And I'm saying that as somebody that was never invited to one. But I can only imagine that a Diddy party is not Diddy sit. Well, now I guess now it is, right? He's just sitting in his cell. I'm sitting in my apartment. He's eating applesauce. Maybe this is Diddy vibes. Oh, trying to get caught up on everybody. Go Birds, yes, always, man, always go Birds, always and forever. Little surprised the offense looks as stale, a little bit. Way to run Donnie off with the hair. Not the first time. Not the first time, Steve. Just give him one of these, you know. Yeah, I remember being like 31, 32, and I was married at the time, and we had like a get together with like all of our should say all of her friends and the husbands, and I looked around. I was like balding, and then I should probably because I wear a hat a lot of times. But yeah, not the first time I've run off somebody with the flow. Won't be the last. Can assure you of that. Yeah, offense looks asleep, Josh. Good way to put it, man. They look like they're jet lagged. I don't like they just don't look. Not that I'm expecting. I wasn't expecting a rehash of the Super Bowl. I wasn't expecting 40-something points, but I was expecting a little more crisp than this. Zach, go Birds. We look bad too. Yeah, neither team, Trey, looks good, right? Like neither of these guys. They both look asleep at the wheel. They both look like they were just watching the Cowboys-Giants game, and they were like, wonder who's winning that. Anyone got an update? And the Chiefs keep dealing with injuries too in this game. They're down like 3 or 4 people already. Get in New York Yankees new era. Wait, hat at lids. I will not be doing that. I assure you. The only do I have it over here? I have a new era hat, but it's the only hat I'm buying is Phillies. I have it somewhere, but I wear it all the time in like my videos. If I ever am wearing if I'm ever wearing a hat in my video, it's because I just didn't feel like doing anything with it. But no, I will never get a New York Yankees hat. Just another year Mahomes running for his life. Well, yeah, they had to trade their one like really, really, really good offense. I forget. Was it Joe Dooney? No. I forget who it was. But they had to trade the one guy to Chicago because they didn't want to pay him. Ravens fan here, but my infinite love for the Birds goes crazy. You know what's funny, Maria? Somebody slid into my DMs the other day, and she's a Ravens fan, and I was saying, "Oh, that's convenient." Well, I don't know if I said it, but I thought to myself like, "Oh, it's convenient because like that means like Go Birds works for both of us." Oh, Kareem Hunt picks up a first down. That was a really good run. He ran through everybody. Cowboys won, sadly. I actually had the Cowboys in a parlay, so I'm kind of happy about that. Because here's the thing. Neither team is going to do anything in the playoffs. Like, I'm not worried. This isn't a year where I'm, like, worried about the division. So I threw the Cowboys in a parlay. But I did say that My Super Bowl prediction was Eagles versus Ravens. I should preface that by saying that my rookie of the year pick, my offensive rookie of the year pick, has 2 carries for no yards this season. So, do I know ball? Probably not. Oh my God, Jordan Davis did something. Look at that. Yeah, the defense look good. Offense really needs to like pick it up, but that's what I was getting ready to say. Did they have to switch that to? Steve, I'm not sure what you're talking about because I mean, you know me at this point. I tend to ramble about like 15 things, and then I get to the chat. I do live in Philly now too, and also same Super Bowl pick. No joke. All right, then we both either really know ball or neither of us know ball. That's tip pie. I didn't get it. So I'm assuming, Maria, you're from Baltimore, and then you moved up here. Let's go Chiefs. Adam, cheer for your team. That's cool, man. I'm not going to tell you to leave. That's all good. What's funny is when people ask me where I live, because I live in like the Manayunk, Roxborough area. Not that this happens a lot, but anytime I was on like, I got a match on like a dating app. People are like, oh, like, where do you live? And I'm like, oh, it's Roxborough, Manayunk area. It's where they base the Wire off of. And the girl either has no idea what I'm talking about and goes, oh, okay. Or they do know what I'm talking about. That's going to be a tough tackle. And Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean. Huh? What? You thought you were going to get by him? He stopped Derrick Henry, bud. You're not that. You're not that anymore. Anyway. So the girl either has no idea what I'm talking about and says like, oh, okay. Or she does. She's like, wait, didn't they base it off of Baltimore? And I'm like, no. They said it in Baltimore. It was actually based off of Roxborough Mania. It's not. And then they quickly unmatch. Can't blame them. They have the hangover of watching the Dallas game. Yeah, they both teams were asleep. Steve. Very nice tackle. 4th and 4, and they're going for it. Oh, he got it. Kelsey with a great catch. Like barely got that. If only he could have done that for me in the fantasy football playoffs, I wouldn't fucking hate him. But that is a hell of a catch. That was like a fingertip grab. Man, he turned Makuba around on that. You guys are going to lose. We need to get our payback. I mean, I don't think so. Personally. I think they put him 6 feet in the dirt, but who knows? I mean, they're driving now, so they're at the 20. I thought the Eagles were going to sack Mahomes on that one. Oh, God, I fucking hate Travis Kelce. Can't stand him. Yes. No one knows. Mean DeJean, I like that. I cannot support your Phillies love. That's okay. I get it. That's a Nick Sirianni play call right there. Yeah, I mean, I like the Phillies, so. But go Birds, yeah. I'm assuming you're a Ravens fan. I went down to the not Ravens. We already established that. An Orioles fan, another bird. I did go down to Camden Yards last year, and it was a really nice stadium. It was fun. Phillies lost though. Anthony Santander went deep twice. I think Taiwan Walker started that game, so like I didn't expect them to win, but it was nice though. It was a nice ballpark. Get him. Flags, sacks. Jordan Davis did something again. It's a very nice ballpark. Although I'm partial to CBP. Partial. Holding on the offense. Oh, they're going to replay it. That sucks. Replay third down. That sucks. Hollywood Brown is out now. He's injured. Damn, this is a rough. It's a rough series for Makuba now. Oh, get him. Damn, Mahomes just ran him over. Tell me that was Makuba again. Tell me he just ran over Makuba to pick up the first down. Steve, I'm sorry, man. Sorry, guys. Like, Mike and Steve are like, you're way ahead of me. I'm sorry. This is a brutal. This is not a good series for him. He had a really good series last series, but this one he's been bad. All right, 1st and 10 Chiefs. Balls at like the 13-yard line, maybe 14-yard line. If they could get him, that'd be cool. Mahomes is scrambling, touchdown. Mahomes, not cool. Kind of lame. There's something next to the link in CBP. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to ask you to like tell me where you work, but like there's like nothing down there. I think the Packers are good. I think they're like a really good team. I think they put the Navy Yard. I have a buddy that plays on my hockey team that works at. Oh God. Oh, what's that place? Not American Eagle. No, not American Apparel. That's not. Urban Outfitters. He works at Urban Outfitters. I'm seeing him tonight, and he works in the Navy Yard. Yeah, Packers are really good. Like Packers, I think put the NFL on notice, beating the Lions the way that they did. 10-7 Chiefs now, and 2 minutes 44 left in the half. Man, they really milked that drive. That was a long drive by the Chiefs. Offense really needs to get together. Yeah, I've only been in the Navy Yard like a handful of times. One of them was a drive-in movie. That was cool. I went to a drive-in movie there a few times. And then that's the only the other time I went was the radio station I was working for had an ice cream truck, and we had to go and deliver ice cream there. But Makuba looked horrible, Josh. Like that entire drive was Makuba getting a welcome to the NFL moment. Whether it be Travis Kelce, whether it be Mahomes laying him out, whether it be the holding call that would have held him to 3, all of it was just a bad drive from Makuba. Damn it, Giants. Damn it. I mean, did you have a bet? If you're a Giants fan, I'd be actually okay with them losing for the draft pick. Okay, I won't say any spoilers. 5 plays ahead. No, you can say spoilers, man. It's fine. Because the reality is, Mike, by the time that I end up looking down, I've probably seen it. Because I'm trying to do a live stream on TikTok and then a live stream over here. So, but it was a really bad, really bad drive by Makuba. Jealous of the tailgating. Yeah, I'm not a huge tailgater, but Philadelphia knows how to drink. That's for sure. Even like the Temple game that I went to yesterday, like the tailgating scene it's all right. It's not tailgating to the end to the extent of like college football, but it's still fairly decent considering the fact that like no one cares about Temple football. Yeah, I saw the Bills like putting it on the Jets. The Jets are just they're that organization that is like you're not serious. The Jets have not been serious since like 2010. And it's the same story with the Jets every year. What's up, Captain? It seems like, at least. They draft a quarterback in the top 5. They rush him out there. He fails miserably because he's not ready to take over that job. But it's New York, so he gets rushed out there, and then he quickly gets rushed out. And then it's like rinse and repeat. And they do that, every couple months. Couple years, I mean. All right. 2:39 left to get some points on the board. Offense needs to get clicking here. Saquon picks up like 7. But yeah, they're just like, they're not a serious. I started talking about it earlier, but I got distracted because I'm like the dog from Up Squirrel. And guys like Darnold and Mayfield, and there's a couple other ones, but they're like proof positive of just like actually letting players develop and not throwing them into the fire and maybe having them hold the clipboard for a little bit. And instead it's like, oh, you played 12 games of college football and look good. Well, now you're ready to start in the NFL, kid. Like, no, they're not. But then they go to some other place and they end up becoming like a decent NFL starter because they actually had to like develop and grow. And that's what it used to be in the NFL. And now it's like, all right, show me you can play here or you're done in 11 months. Hurts, scrambling, picks up the first. I got money on Philly, so let's go. I hope, well, me too, Bucky. Me and you, we're like the same guy. Bench 24, he's going to let Mahomes truck him. Dude, Bucky, we literally, I don't know if you were on here for it. We were talking about how bad of a drive it was. He single-handedly cost them points because it was the Travis Kelce on 4th down. It was the holding call that would have held them then to a field goal, and then was getting trucked. I got 500, dude. I got like 500. No, I probably have like 50 total. I made a bunch of different parlays and stuff, but I don't have. No, I can't do that. I don't have that kind of money. I'm what people would refer to as a broke bitch. So I couldn't live and die with 500. But I hope for your sake. Yes, I hope they do end up winning this game. I mean, I hope for my sake as well. I'm somebody that's like pumped if I win like $25. I'm like, I am rich. I could buy this place. I walk into Wawa and I just make it. I'm so arrogant walking into Wawa after winning a $25 weekend. I'm sitting there just looking at all the snacks. Like I could buy this entire place. And then I get to the register and they're like, that'll be $30. And I'm like, well, can you take the Doritos off? And I don't need the Hershey's with almonds. How about that flock? Are you talking the Ravens? I assume so. We had another Ravens fan in here. I mean, Ravens fans are welcome. That's cool. They're my Super Bowl pick for the AFC. I have no feeling on the Ravens. Like I don't like dislike them. I don't like them. I didn't like Ozzie Newsome for I still don't really like Ozzie Newsome for the longest time. I hate Mark Andrews. I had Mark Andrews in fantasy. I traded him. I don't even hate Mark Andrews. Why do you hate Mark Andrews, though? I am curious of why do you hate Mark Andrews. Mike, Casey does, in fact, look fired up. I guess that's what happens when you lose like 40-6. But they do. They do look fired up. They should be fired up. I mean, it's, you got embarrassed in the Super Bowl and you're home. You should be fired up. I'm trying to get caught up on everybody. Saquon is being good to me. Saquon is the only person on offense that's shown up for this game. Like the only one. Go Birds, Jamin. Go Birds, J-Man. Why did I say Jamin? It's clearly J-Man. It's embarrassing. Go Birds. Always. 1.5 fantasy points last week and 1.4 today. Wait, you mentioned who? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, no, I understand. I hate Travis Kelce for that exact reason. Travis Kelce was so bad for me last year, and I would have finished in the money for my fantasy league. And it was like the first half of his game I looked on the app and it was like I had a 90% chance of winning. I looked back like an hour later and I had a 5% chance because he just did nothing all day to throw, all day holding. You can't do that. Don't get mad about it, Watson. You're not allowed to do that. That is against the rules. That is against the rules. Spags, sit this one out, bud. That's against the rules, man. Oh, my God. They're saying no flag? Yeah, okay. All right. That's not a bad call. That's not a bad job of picking up the flag because they kind of run into each other. It seemed like Smith was kind of just trying to bait him into getting a holding call. Man, I got real arrogant there for a second, and then I had to shut the fuck up. Hello, Emmanuel. Hello. How are you? The Giants will beat the Eagles. No, they won't. You and I both know that. Come on, man. And you can continue to say it, but it doesn't make it true. I do live in Philly. I live in like Manayunk-ish, Roxborough, Germantown-ish. I'm not going to give you my exact address, but I do live in Philly. Many PPA violations because I'm a bad boy. Right. It'll be like 3rd and 3 after AJ Brown called one. I thought AJ Brown was gonna be like a big part of today because I put a lot of money on AJ Brown, and like it's not like he hasn't had an okay. I mean, he's been fine, I guess, but then again, they only have 49 yards through the air so far. All right, let's go. Let's go. 3rd and 3. Blitz. What a fucking catch. Oh my God. That ball caught him. Holy God. That is incredible by A.J. Brown for 4 yards, but moves his sticks. Oh my God. That was unbelievable. They picked up the blitz, and he's just going to get rid of it. Yeah, Murray's like, no, they won't. They won't. I live in Center City. That's cool. I can't afford Center City living. He did just get a catch. He did. Like he's been the main receiver, but again, they have like 60 yards of offense to the air and a half of football. So their offense just hasn't clicked. They just haven't looked good. I'm in Center City like a decent bit. I go down there for movie screenings quite a bit. All right. 2nd and 10, 50 seconds left in the half. All 3 timeouts, by the way. What are we doing? Did they take one? I'm assuming they took a timeout. All right. Now they only have 2 timeouts. So, sorry, I did say that before you did. So now I look. Well, no, Maria, don't apologize. Okay, don't you do it. We are an accepting live. Tyler Steen had no idea what he was doing on that, and that's why they had to call a timeout. I can't believe we're getting another Tron movie. Did anyone ask for that? I'm a guy that like goes to the movies a lot. Did anyone ask? Like, was anyone clamoring for another Tron movie? Will I go see it? Yes, obviously. I feel like we've kind of said everything we need to say about Tron. Oh, what's your favorite movie this year? Oh God. There hasn't been many where I've walked out and been like, wow, that was incredible. I mean, the one that comes to mind is Weapons, but that's like chalk. I feel like everybody's going to say Weapons. Go Birds, obviously. Super Bowl 59 was a great movie. But yeah, Weapons was like the most creative one. I'll tell you a movie that was really good, but I never want to watch it again, ever, was Warfare. And I did a review for it on TikTok. If you know somebody that has PTSD, like one of my buddies from hockey was saying like, oh yeah, like we were talking about going to Disney World and how you can get fast passes or something. He's like, yeah, I can get one because I have PTSD. And I was like, oh, do not see Warfare. Like, do not see it if you have PTSD. He's like, oh, I kind of want to see it. I was like, don't. because it was a nice reminder for me on why I should not be enrolling in the military. But it was just so graphic and it was tough to watch, but it was really, really good. Walks in. I want a hoagie and 2 Pepsis, one for now, one for later. Got it like that after winning. Dude, Steve, you have no idea. That's exactly what happens. I roll into Wawa after winning $25. I start buying stuff I do not need, and when they give me the total, I'm like, actually, this is on DraftKings. This isn't on me. Oh, what do we got? Did I miss anybody? Well, it doesn't look like it. Lions crushed the Bears as usual, so I'm happy. Oh, that Bears story on Caleb Williams might be the least surprising story about like him being a little bit of a prima donna and not taking coaching well. Not surprising at all. They're like, I feel like the Bears too. They're like a year away from actually like doing something. What was the score of that game though? Because I'm like completely like in the dark with the early games today. All day to throw. He's got all day to. No one's open. Oh my God, he had all day to throw, and he ends up. I mean, look, he completes it for 2 yards because he backed up 17 yards. So now you're at 34 seconds. I'm sorry, 1 yard. Like, did the Chiefs secondary all of a sudden get that good? Because they were brutal. They were horrible. And they weren't just horrible in the Super Bowl. They were horrible last week. And then fast forward now, and Jalen Hurts is getting all day to protect. And I'm not saying that guys aren't open, but like, how? Who do you think will be? I had Emmanuel. I had the Eagles and Ravens for the Super Bowl this year because the Bills are really good, but the Bills always find a way. They always find a way to disappoint. I just don't know if it's Josh Allen choking. I don't know if it's Sean McDermott choking. I don't know if it's both guys choking. But Ravens and Eagles, I think, are the 2 best teams. The AFC is way, I think, more competitive than the NFC. And I say this as a guy cheering for a team right now that has 7 points, but I feel like the Eagles are the cream of the crop, and then it's like Packers, Lions, and then kind of everybody else. Slant to A.J. Brown. He's going to roll to a first down. Timeout. He shouldn't be short. He should have rolled to a first down. What are we doing? They're letting the clock run to do the shove to then call a timeout. I thought he got it. I thought the tackle rolled him over the first down marker, but they're not arguing it. So as a Bills fan, our defensive line is just never fully there. All right, they're going to go for a field goal. And
to consult with Jake Elliott, asking him about the conditions right now and what his comfortable range was. That certainly informed the decision.
Yeah, I thought last year was the Bills' year for like getting into the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the passing game, Josh, at all. It just doesn't look remotely crisp. I mean, that last slant to AJ looked good, but again, like your passing game right now has what? 75 yards? Name 3 quarterbacks better than Joe Burrow. No. I don't know. Josh Allen's really good. Lamar's really good. And they call a timeout. Who you like, Falcons, Vikings? I will take the Falcons, but that's. Oh my God, they got a false fucking start. Dude. This is what happens when you have a new long snapper. I wonder how many Eagles fans knew they had a new long snapper. And I'm not saying that as like, Frankie football over here, but like, oh, Jesus, that's a killer. Okay, so they've got, I don't know, 57, 58 yard. Usually Jake Elliott's really good with the long ones, but still, this is going to be like a moonshot. 58-yard attempt. All right. Yeah, Mike, cheer for your teammate. That's all good. He just got it. That would have been good from the parking lot. No. I'm sorry. He had the distance from the parking lot. It wouldn't have been good from the parking lot. Eventually, it would have hooked left, but he got it. All right. It'll be 10-10 going in the half. Yeah, Mike, as I said, man, cheer for your team. Falcons, Vikings. I'm just going to go with Falcons. I think they have more weapons in terms of like Drake London's one of the most underrated wide receivers in the game. And then after Justin Jefferson, I like Aaron Jones, but you take Bijan. Michael Penix has slightly more experience just because of last year. Like, I'll take them, but I feel like it's two evenly matched teams. This has been an ugly game. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't think Chiefs fans will tell you that they look good. Eagles fans, same thing. Like, both teams look like shit, essentially. This has not been a good game. I'm not looking at the stats. My guess would be the Eagles have 75 yards through the air. The only player on offense. Okay, the two players on offense that seem to have shown up are A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley. That's it. I like Jake Elliott a lot, and I can't believe you're making me say this. I mean, I think Brandon Aubrey is the best kicker in football. But Jake's up there for sure. For a while, I was like very anti Steve. Yeah, pop back after the half. Steve's on the YouTube chat. You can always hop over. This is a good time to promote the link in my bio that will take you to my YouTube channel where you can just subscribe and help a guy out. All 6 of you. For a while, I was like very anti Jake because that 1 year he like missed everything that was a chip shot, and then he would nail a 48-yarder, and then he got right. And now I don't really worry about him anymore. But that's just kickers, man. That's just kickers, right? Aubrey's also very good. Oh, yeah, no, you should be hyped. You should be. I mean, that was a really tough kick, and he crushed it. So, but it's not like I'm in a situation where if Jake Elliott is going for a game-winning field goal, I'm like, oh my God, we're worried. Like, no, he's been there before. He's hit big shots. Oh man! All right, game's not going like I thought. That's for sure. Second game in a row like that, where I just have not. Who is Jake Elliott? He is the kicker for the Philadelphia Eagles. They are a American professional football team. I'm here for the halftime extravaganza. Mike, you will be disappointed. There is no extravaganza coming. If you're looking for me to shake my ass for dollar bills, not happening. Nope. I did find out recently on that there are people on TikTok that basically they just set up a live and then they just request you just request songs. And I was very surprised about that. They just set it up and they just stare at a camera and they just play a playlist. I mean, teach their own, I guess, but I don't know. I was like, what is there more to this? And it didn't really seem like it. And they make money doing it. Yeah, I mean, there's Spotify, there's YouTube, there's Apple Music. There's ways to listen to songs. iPods, if you still have one of those. I have mine over on the corner. I wouldn't want to pay somebody to I wouldn't want to pay somebody to play me a song that I can hear through their speaker. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be a crisp. You're not hearing it, and the sound quality's good. It's just background noise at that point. Surprising stuff, though. Surprising stuff. All right, so what's everybody? How's everyone's weekend? Because there's halftime going on. There's not a lot to talk about. Glad to see life out of the Giants. Dude, Wilson looked really good until OT. He looked their broadcast was saying it, but he looked like vintage Wilson. That deep ball to take the lead late to get 37. was money. He looked really good. I had to MC my cousin's wedding a couple weeks ago, and it got time for the father-daughter dance, and my uncle is a diehard Giants fan, and I got up and introduced, all right, it's time for the father-daughter dance, and then I said, for those that don't know, her dad is a diehard Giants fan, so the tears that you see are going to be the first tears of joy he's had in about a decade, because it's been rough for that team. Denver 21-20 against the Colts. I don't know what the Colts are, and I completely missed the other score. All right, let's see what adjustments we get, because last week the adjustments on defense, superb, phenomenal. The adjustments on offense, I mean, you didn't need to adjust anything, but whatever they did not work. They looked horrible, and they really need to go back to that, what they did in the first half last week against Dallas, because they were money last week. Like every single drive in the first half, they were like just taking it down, scoring, taking it down, scoring. All right, what do we got? Go Birds, Shrimp, Go Birds. Trying to get caught up. That was the most points I've seen the Giants put up in. Yeah, seriously. I was surprised when I saw the score of the Giants game. Without the Chiefs are trash. Yeah, they have. Like Eagles fans will tell you, after watching years of Andy Reid, like it's like his MO. Like, I'm going to find a really good quarterback and I'm going to give him mediocre weapons. And he's lucky because, he got Travis Kelce. But you look at the hodgepodge of receivers that he's had to work with, and it's brutal. It's really ugly. And then, as Eagles fans, we look at it and we're like, yeah, well, James Thrash, Todd Pinkston, Freddie Mitchell, like we lived that life as well. And then you got the 1.5 year TO, and you saw what McNabb was able to do with like an actual quarterback. But he never had a Travis Kelce. I guess his Travis Kelce was Brian Westbrook, like a do-it-all player. Go Chiefs. Yeah, Los, cheer for your team, man. That's all good. All good. Fire the OC. My fear with the Eagles right now isn't necessarily Kevin Patula. It is how much of Nick Sirianni is involved. Like, every time Nick Sirianni puts his hands on an offense, they look like trash. It has happened twice now. It happened year one, and it happened Brian Johnson's first year, where our offensive-minded head coach is like, no, I think I figured it out, and he hasn't. And all of a sudden, the offense looks lost. So I wonder, is it Kevin Patula, a first-year OC, or is it the head coach trying to throw his dick on the table and be like, no, I know what I'm talking about now. Like, maybe it is Kevin Patula. I don't know. I had the Cowboys in my survivor pool. I feel dirty. Dude, I had the Cowboys in a parlay. I'm right there with you. Go Birds, yes. Catherine, always. But he can also throw the ball. Phillies. I mean, maybe to some people they're doing good, but Breland Moore, that girl is gorgeous. Breland Moore might be the only reason why I would consider watching Fox 29. She is beautiful. Other than that, I can't stand Fox. Love the Commanders. Yeah, Los, you're just bitter, man. You're just bitter about what happened last year in the NFC Championship game. Offense is just stale. They are. They just look. The offense looks like there's not explosiveness, and even when Jalen is getting time, like I guess no one's open. So I don't know how to feel right now. Levi, last year we literally saw a tale of two halves. The offense looked so good in the first half, lost in the second half, and the defense looked lost in the first half, and they shut it down in the second half. I don't know what to expect from this team coming out in the second half. And honestly, they're kind of lucking out in this game because the Chiefs have dealt with like 4 injuries already. One to their left tackle, one to Mike Dana, the other to Hollywood Brown. Like, these aren't like scrubs. These are like impact players that the Chiefs have dealt with losing in this game. And yet they're still tied. So, yeah. I feel like this would be another week where I probably lose a little cash for having too much faith in my squad. NFC East is such a toss-up this year as well. I don't think it is a toss-up. I think the NFC East is Phillies, and that's it. Needs to understand he's a locker room guy. And that's the thing, Josh, he doesn't. He doesn't understand it. Nick Sirianni does not understand that he is a locker room guy. You are correct. William, what's going on, man? How are you? Thank you for popping in. Nick Sirianni, and not that I necessarily blame the situation. You win a Super Bowl, you start smelling yourself and thinking like, oh, I know everything about football. But Sirianni, like, just every time he touches an offense, they look stale as hell. It's over today. Y'all lost too much in the offseason. What did they lose in the offseason? Like, they lost Darius Slay. Don't like that one. They lost CJGJ. Hated that one. They lost Josh Sweat. Okay. Replace him with, Nolan Smith and Zadarius Smith and a few others. Like, I don't think they lost all that much in the offseason, honestly. I'm low-key scared of Wilson. Hell of a game for the Cowboys. It was a great game. Not scared of him, though. If you're scared, get a dog. I have a dog. His name's J-Roll. He's a black lab. He's not here right now, but I have a dog. And he would not attack. See, that's the thing. Milton, I don't think is a big loss because I think Moro Jomo is as good as Milton Williams. Like, Milton got paid, and credit to Milton for getting paid. He deserved that cash. Moro Jomo, I think, is Milton Williams. Now, the problem is, like, now we get more Jordan Davis, and I'm not a Jordan Davis fan, even though he's had a decent game he's had a decent game today, having a strip. It takes our OCs too long to understand their players. I don't think it is that. I really don't. So when you look at it, Nick Sirianni has had 2 OCs. Well, so let's look at Shane Steichen, right? He's friends with Shane Steichen. He also realizes he has the wherewithal to understand that first year he is in danger of losing the locker room. The offense looks atrocious. He's calling plays. I'm going to hand it over to my friend. Year 2, when Shane Steichen leaves, all of a sudden it's, all right, well, we're hiring Jalen's buddy, but he doesn't really know what to do. So I'm going to take play calling. Like, he can call plays until it comes time to, like, really, really call plays, and then I'll do it. And they were lost. Then they hire a proven OC in Kellen Moore, guy who's called plays before. You're not going to tell him anything he doesn't already know. So Nick Sirianni has to fall back. And then this year it's back to Kevin Patullo of like okay, you think you know, but like I won a Super Bowl. I think I know. I don't know if it is the OC's fault. Because when we've seen competent OCs, the offense looks good. And then I think you're in a situation where, and I'm sure we've all dealt with this, I think you might be in a situation where your boss doesn't know nearly as much as he thinks he does, or he's, you're way underqualified or whatever have you. Chiefs get the ball and they tackle them. All right. I'll get off my soapbox. Go Cowboys. Sure. That was in reference to the dude saying he was scared of Wilson. I don't know if he has a dog. I don't know if that guy has a dog. Yeah, I'm not scared of Russell Wilson at all. Y'all lost chemistry, vet leadership. The vet leadership I'll give you, but you don't. I don't think that they lost nearly as much as you think they lost. We'll see though. I mean, check back in as the season goes. Why are the Steelers so bad? Because I feel like the Steelers every year are a team that is more desperate to keep their streak of making the playoffs alive than actually like doing much. Aaron Andrews, never saw it. Never saw it. 1-1, cool, man. Yeah, I'm happy for you. You're 1-1. You beat the Giants. Can never take that away from you. Good blitz. All right, so it's going to be probably third and 2, give or take. Yeah, Mike agrees about Aaron Andrews. I'm not saying she's not attractive. I just never it was for me. Just wasn't not my cup of tea. 3rd and 1. If the Packers can manage the first seed, then they'll go to the Super Bowl. I don't think so, but I'm biased. Andrew, I'm very biased. And I'm saying this as a guy watching his team's offense look kind of lost. What a tackle. Oh, he made up for it. Makuba. Just, the rookie growing pains of the NFL. Bad series, good series. Makuba just saved. Although they might go for it. No, they're not going to go for it. I'd be shocked if they go for it. Maybe they do go for it. Anyway, great tackle by Makuba. 4th and 1. 4th and 1, they are going for it. 4th and 1 on your own 39-yard line. All right. This is a big one. Here we go. Get him. He didn't get it. Let's go. What are you doing, Andy? Andy, you know better than that. Andy, let's talk about it. You know better. Nolan Smith getting the job done. Lord's work. I don't know why they highlighted Nolan Smith there for a second, but it's Darius Smith. Everyone's excited. We're all excited. If the Packers can manage, no one is beating the Packers in Lambeau. I mean, plenty of people have beaten the Packers in Lambeau. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Plenty of people have done it. I watched Eli Manning do it. I mean, come on. Let's not act like it's the Thunderdome. Again, I've watched people do it. They're not undefeated in Lambeau. I'm not saying it's a tough place to play. Of course it is. But I don't think it's like some given that, if it's in Lambeau. But hey, Andrew, time will tell, right? Time will tell, bud. I don't know. I'm wrong all the time. Maybe you're right. I hope you're wrong. That was when the defense was awful. Only time they lost in Lambeau was good defense, 2015, Legion Boom. Again, we'll see. We'll see. I'll tell you, I'm very interested to see the rematch of Lions-Packers. To see if to see if the Packers are truly that much better, because they hammered them, and I don't know many people that saw that coming. But yeah. That play is going to be so heavily scrutinized by Andy Reid if they lose this game. So heavily. All right, let's see this offense. Let's see the halftime adjustments. He's goofing on Elvis. Bum, bum. Go Birds.
Thank you so much. I was about to say that it's for free.
My son has a drum line thing like Nick Cannon next week. The teacher decided that it would be between 2 and 4. Now I have to beg his mother to take him so I can watch the game and not have to watch it on my phone. I'm like, dude, When are people going to realize? Don't schedule parties, get-togethers, events if you can avoid it. Don't schedule it during the Eagles games. Like, we got stuff going on. Saquon, Carey, he'll pick up like one maybe. They just said Spags has blitzed him 63% of the time. The offensive line's played really well if that's the case. Really well. I mean, they've picked him up a few times where like Jalen has all day to throw. He just hasn't been able to get it to anybody. All right. Here we go. Yeah, like I hate that play call. I'm going to do a swing pass to Saquon Barkley. Like, what is this? This reeks of Nick Sirianni. There's no vertical game. It is swing passes, bubble screens. Every once in a while, you get a slant thrown in there. This reeks of Nick Sirianni being all over this play chart. And this was my fear with having a rookie OC in Kevin Batula. You don't have a veteran OC that will keep him in check. You have an impressionable guy. Here comes the blitz. Chucks it up there. Oh, my God. He dropped it. He dropped it and he hurt his back. Cool. Yeah, like this isn't the team that won 40-6 in the Super Bowl. They've like been neutered. I'll tell you, like that's a pretty good throw considering they brought the house. He should have caught that. He usually does catch that. Yeah, they're sloppy. Kim, exactly right. Hurts 63 passing yards, and those are checkdowns, 100%. This is just a brutal watch. This isn't even last week, when the first half of last week, which was like fun to watch. This is right. Yeah, I mean checkdowns and how about Eagles stop Morgan Kelsey? No. He deserves the worst. The absolute worst. I'm still on that high with Elliott making the field goal. But like I think that says a lot though, is that like you're still riding a high of a field goal. And we know what this offense is capable of. They should have more. Like they've barely gotten Smitty involved. I know they went to him there, but they've barely gotten him involved. There's been no vertical game. It's been a neutered offense. Love that we don't throw the ball past the line of scrimmage until 3rd and 8. Yeah. It's been the same. It's run first down, swing pass or bubble screen 2nd down, and now you're at 3rd and 6. Like what is this 2023 offense? Like, yeah, I did a whole video on this on YouTube about like the only concern I had about this Eagles season was Kevin Batula being a rookie OC and Nick Sirianni being like, here, come here, bud. I'm gonna teach you how the NFL works. And he has no idea. Anytime this guy touches an offensive play chart, this is what you say. And you can't prove me wrong. And this is why I will die on the hill. He's not a good head coach. Like, he is a vibes guy. He will do a PowerPoint. Just because you win a Super Bowl does not make you a good coach. And it blows my mind because I argue with Eagles fans about this. And I'm like, do you think Doug Peterson is the greatest coach of all time because he won a Super Bowl? Like, he's unemployed. He got fired by the Jags. Like, we literally watched this before. Nick Sirianni can't tell you what he does on a day in, day out basis. But I'll tell you what I do know is anytime he touches the offense, this is kind of what it looks like. Oh, God. Yeah, I miss Kellen Moore too. I was so mad when he got hired back because I thought, man, if they could run it back with Kellen Moore, like this offense is going to click just like it did last year. Jake Elliott hits it 51-yard attempt, so 13-10. But, instead, unfortunately, he left. This is just annoying. Are we favored in this or the Chiefs? It was like the line was like I think Eagles -1.5. I'm more annoyed than anything. I'm not worried about this team. Obviously, I mean it is week 2. I'm not worried. I'm just annoyed because I know what this offense is capable of, and this is not it. Especially considering Mike Dan is out, and he's one of their big time guys on the defensive line. He's hasn't returned, and Kelsey needs to come out of retirement. The problem with Kim is if he came out of retirement, it's offensive lineman. They just lose weight so quick. Plus, I don't even know where you play on the offensive line. I mean, obviously you play center, and then I guess you move Jurgen. There's a pipe dream. It's not happening. That's a good question. Like, who would I bring back if I could bring back anyone from? You know what? If I could bring back anyone from last year's team, it would be Kellen Moore. But if it was a player, I'd probably pick Darius Slay. Like, it's just. But the defense, I don't feel like has been a problem in this game. They've been all right. Makuba's been the big problem, but he just had a huge stop last time, and he's a rookie, so you kind of expect that. But this is just a very frustrating game, especially when you consider how bad the Chiefs looked last week. Like, they didn't look good. So I feel like you've got two fan bases right now watching their respective teams being like, what the hell is going on? Because I can't imagine that Chiefs fans are happy about this performance. Coordinators and offense is terrible. I put this more on Sirianni than the coordinator. OC has me worried this year. I've got Brian Johnson PTSD. That's the thing though. Like, and I apologize because I literally just did this rant, but like, I feel like Brian Johnson. I don't feel like Brian Johnson. It's well reported. Brian Johnson was calling the offense with one hand tied behind his back. The other hand was Nick Sirianni meddling, because Nick Sirianni is an offensive-minded head coach. He's supposed to be. And he meddled because he had a first-year offensive coordinator, so he meddled. And it was a disaster, and it didn't work. Just like when Nick Sirianni was calling plays his first year, it didn't work. It was a disaster. And then he handed the play calling over to Shane Steichen, and the play calling got much better. So I don't know how much of this is Kevin Patullo, and he's going to take a lot of blame for it. But no, my fear is the head coach being like, I want a Super Bowl. I know everything. And the only person that can get in the Eagles' way, I feel like, this season is Nick Sirianni with his ego, thinking that all of a sudden he's this offensive-minded guru. When in reality, last year, the Eagles won last year because of Kellen Moore and because of Vic Fangio. That's why they won. They didn't win because they had a rah-rah head coach who was like a frat boy who put together a PowerPoint and wore T-shirts. Like, that wasn't it. Let's go Eagles. Yes, Lauren. Always and forever. I might be annoyed, but Chiefs and Eagles are both not playing a great game. Yeah, they're not, Isaac. They're definitely not. What that is a very aggressive chain. My God. I'm not sure who that was on the Chiefs sideline, but that dude had a chain the size of my face. That was huge. All right. Nice job. Way to bat that down. They're bringing extra guys every play. They are, but there have been also plenty of plays this game where Jalen has had all day to throw and nothing. I mean, there was that one play where he had like a good 6 seconds, 7 seconds, nothing. It just seems like when the Chiefs aren't bringing the blitz, the Eagles' offensive line has done a good job picking it up. When the Chiefs aren't bringing the blitz, they're not doing a good job of like identifying who the open guy is, or they're doing these bullshit swing passes or these wide receiver bubble screens. Or, I mean, someone brought up earlier, they're not throwing vertically. They're basically just throwing. Oh, he just missed him. So it'll be 4th down, and they'll punt. He's basically just throwing sideline to sideline, and then every once in a while he's mixing in a slant pass. This isn't to say that Jalen Hurts has played well this game. He has not played well. What was your dream radio slot and station B? Miss you in the mornings. Thanks. Dream slot. I liked mornings a lot. I did like working in the mornings. But my lifestyle didn't like working in the mornings, if that makes sense. I liked being done at 10, but I'm a night owl by heart. So, probably middays, I guess. Like I can get in at 10. Dream station. Pick a station that will actually let me talk about what I want to, and not call me into an office and say, "All right, it's August." No, not August. It's late June. Talk about the Eagles. I'm like, okay, what exactly would you like me to talk about with the Eagles in late June? What was there a trade? No, there's no trade, but talk Eagles. Do you have any advice on how to do, like, is there a topic you? No, that's your job. No, you got to figure that out. But definitely don't talk basketball, hockey, baseball, MMA. Don't talk any of that. Okay. You do realize it is baseball season. Yeah. But like, no, don't. Eagles. Any station that doesn't do that, I'm a fan of. Go Birds, white bread. Yes, go Birds. I have a question. What college teams should I support? I support Temple. I'm the only person, it seems like, that supports Temple. Depends on where you live, though, honestly. Depends on where you live. How about them Bills look good? But, and I said it a little earlier, the Bills just seem every time to find a way to lose the big one. White bread, go Birds. Eagles look like it done took a crash. How is the game close? This game's been annoying. As someone that thought they were going to, like, roll, I think my score was like 28-17, my prediction. I feel like Ricky and Bill are doing well because they haven't been talking Eagles, but I love it. I assure you that their wizened geriatric program director is telling them, just talk Eagles. That's what he did to me. But I like both those guys. Both those guys are cool. Moving to Tennessee, yeah. Make it Tennessee. I would probably just cheer for them. You'll be invited to more parties if you are moving to Tennessee and you cheer for Tennessee. Just start saying Rocky Top everywhere you go. Just walk into someplace, Rocky Top. Although I was talking to a girl from Tennessee and she moved to Philly, and I guess like one of the problems she had with Philly before she ghosted me was she's like, y'all people aren't nice. So I guess like in Tennessee, like everyone's just really nice. And I tried to explain to her, like, no, we are. We're just very direct. We tend to be a little brutally honest, but I love sports, but don't know a ton about it. That's okay. I love sports and I don't know a ton about it. Just look at my Twitter mentions. They'll tell you right now I don't know a lot about sports. But I still love sports. You don't have to know a ton. You're welcome. Go Birds. All right, Eagles on the 9-yard line. Saquon, good gain for like probably 8. Jalen Hurts, 13 for 19, 63 yards. I hate the argument. I really do. I hate the where is he fall in the top 10 quarterback? Is he elite? Is he not elite? But if you're one of those people that loves that argument, a game like this is the reason why that argument comes up around him. Like, I don't care. All I care about is does he win? Because I've seen him play elite, so I know it's in there. Saquon Barkley, 8 for 39 and a touchdown. I thought he had more than that. Another handoff to Saquon. He waits, tries to bounce the outside, does bounce the outside. Man, he picked up probably 3 or 4 extra yards there just by the stiff arm. All right, let's go offense. I do have a fantasy team. I have Jalen Hurts on it. I have Saquon and I have Jalen Hurts on my fantasy team. So I'm going to assume, without looking at my fantasy team this week, that I'm losing. But yeah, I have 2 fantasy teams. I think at the most I ever had was 5 one year. That was too much, but I have 2. All right. The Chiefs have 101 rushing. Well, most of them is probably Mahomes and those big chunk yards. Saquon, go, 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 go. Picks up like 11. Good run. Good run by Saquon. All right. See, this should open up the passing game a little bit. 3 straight runs, 2 straight first downs. Go Chiefs. That's cool, man. You can cheer for your team. All good. I know I'm supposed to tell you like to pound sand and stuff, but all good, man. Regular season. I don't really hate too much in the regular season. 4 straight carries to Saquon Barkley. This is like Madden, where you just keep doing the same play over and over again because it worked. I love how welcoming the community is. I mean, I think for the most part, people are like, people are nice. Although on the internet, I feel like especially with TikTok too, because TikTok is different, where like they'll try very hard to be very nice. They like mute out words and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, this word might be mean." Patrick, go Birds, buddy. Yes, good name. But yeah, I feel like for the most part, did they jump again? Is Tyler Steen? Wow, Lane Johnson. You don't see that very often. You do not see that very often at all. Yeah, no, he did. He 100% did. It's hard for me not to like Lane Johnson because, he's a Hall of Famer. All right. 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. Here we go. Good thing is Devontae Smith's back in the game because it looked like he injured his back in that one play. They pick up the blitz. Oh, my God. He got crunched. What a hit. Jalen Hurts just got depleted. Tried to bounce, tried to get out of it. Did not work at all. Offensive line did a pretty good job of picking up the blitz initially, but Tyler Steen has been bad this game because that was Tyler Steen's guy. If Tyler Steen could have blocked that guy, Jalen Hurts is out for 10-yard gain at least. And now you're looking at a 3rd and 16. Saquon Barkley is good at football. And then you do a draw play. Jesus Christ. They did the same shit earlier. They did a draw play with A.J. Dillon. It's 3rd and 16. We're doing draw plays with A.J. Dillon. This is oh my God, this fucking offense. You officially cannot convince me that Nick Sirianni isn't calling plays. They did a draw play earlier in this game with Saquon Barkley, and it was the same thing. It was like 3rd and 15, and it didn't work. While I'm not a huge fan of doing that, I guess what the argument is, well, it is Saquon Barkley. You never know. Fine. Okay. Now you're doing 3rd and 16 draw plays with A.J. fucking Dillon. You've yet to throw the ball past for more than like 20 yards. Yeah, he's 100% calling plays. This is just annoying at this point. There's only one guy that can neuter the Eagles' offense, and it is Nicholas Maxwell Sirianni. Like, what are we doing? Dude, I'm right there with you, man. Like, what are we doing? Nothing would make me happier than the Chiefs going 0-2. Yeah, I'm with you. This is 2023 play calling. Like, 100% this is 2023 play calling. I don't know what his middle name is. I just made that up for dramatic effect. But this is I think Nick Sirianni's calling the plays. And what I mean by that is I think Kevin Patula is allowed to call like the first or second play, and then Nick Sirianni stepping in and calling the third play. And I think Nick Sirianni has way more say in the offense this year than he did last year. And I'm just going based off the fact that this offense, what we're watching right now, looks exactly like Nick Sirianni's first year when he was the head coach, when he almost lost the locker room when he had to hand the play call in Shane Steichen. And it looks exactly like 2023 when it's well reported he was all over the play calling with Brian Johnson. So, yeah. And that year there was little to no motion. RPO was like non-existent. Like this reeks of Nick Sirianni being all over this. Also, play calling will be a sports talk topic for sure. Yeah, it will. It should. It should. You know, I mean, no one's going to want to hear, like, was the Chiefs good and blah, blah, blah. Like, no. The Chiefs got rocked. They got their shit rocked last week, okay? So think about this. The last 2 times we've seen the Kansas City Chiefs, they've gotten their shit rocked. Combine that with the fact that you've got key members of the Kansas City Chiefs out of this game, and you're still failing to throw deep, failing to throw for, you know, more than 10 yards. You know, it's like this is pathetic. Because we all know what they're capable of. We know what's in there. That's a holding call. They didn't call it though. But like to not see it, to neuter an offense the way that it's being neutered is absurd. Just run the ball. Well, I mean, they did that 4 straight times. We'll call for Nick Sirianni to be fired. I hate Giglio. I mean, I think he's an embarrassment to the industry, but I'm also a big hater of Nick Sirianni because I just don't think he does anything. I don't think he's a good coach. I think you could probably coach this team. Get him. It was a decent job by the defense, but unfortunately, it picks up the first down. Apparently someone joined the fan club. Thanks, JR. I guess. I don't know what that does, but thank you. Supposed to set up a goal. Sure, I'll set up a goal. What should our goal be? Let them cook. Sure. I love that line. My goal's complete now. I didn't even know I had a goal set up, but yeah. At this point, I don't know what they do. I thought when they ran the ball 4 straight times to start the last drive, I was like, oh, it'll set up the pass. And then it didn't. It just didn't set up the pass. And they tried that one where, you know, the Chiefs picked up the blitz and then Tyler Steeners had a brutal game. He didn't do a good job of sealing off his guy, and then the guy depleted Jalen Hurts, and next thing you know, it sets up a 3rd and 16, and there's Kelsey. Oh, geez, he stiff-armed DeJean like crazy. I cannot stand him. I can't stand Travis Kelsey. So hate's a strong word, but I'll use it. I will use hate in this situation. Oh, God. It's annoying. Beyond annoying. All right, 13-10 Eagles, and it's 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and the Chiefs are on the 45, maybe. All right, at least they held them. I mean, held them to like 4 yards. I forget a lot of times. I don't know if you guys are watching the game either. Let me try to catch up on people. I do too. Can't stand them. I don't like them. There's a spicy. Let them cook. We got peppers. Peppers are cool. Are you a big fan of the league? I love the league. Pat, can you be my best friend? Chuckles. Absolutely, bud. I thought we were already best friends. I do like the league. I haven't watched it in forever, but that show is hilarious. I feel like Chip Kelly is Nick Sirianni. I feel like I know what you mean by that. He caught that. Wow. Yeah, I feel like Nick Sirianni is like South Philly Chip Kelly. The arrogance, like Chip Kelly is like the Center City UPenn. Nick Sirianni, South Philly, Local 98 was a hell of a catch. But yeah, they both have this arrogance about them. And then you kind of question like a lot. They're going to end up, I picked up the first down. So it's 1st and 10. The Chiefs are having drives the way that the Eagles, I feel like, used to have drives. Long, sustained, picking up third downs, grinding you down. Meanwhile, the Eagles' offenses look like cheeks. I'm trying to get caught up here on some messages. Come on, he is dating Swift. No, my hatred isn't even about that. My hatred is solely fantasy football related, where last season he was horrible, and when I needed him the most, i.e. the playoffs, he did nothing. And at that moment, I was done. I was like, dude, I wish you nothing. Truly nothing but the absolute worst. I can't stand him. Besides being an Eagles fan, what is your career? YouTube. I used to do sports radio for 13 years. Sometimes you walk into work though, and they tell you, "Hey, we're doing budget cuts, and you're not here anymore. You're laid off." And then, so I have links in my bio that will take you to both of my YouTube channels. The sports one though is really the only one I need subscribers for. I need YouTube makes you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get paid. So I'm trying to build that up to like get 1,000. So if anyone out there has a Gmail account, wants to help a guy out, just click the link in my bio. Good job. Good job at the defensive swarm. Tackle for a loss. If anybody wants to help a guy out, just click the link in my bio and then just subscribe. I don't even care if you watch any of it. Honestly, you don't have to watch a second of my videos. I just need subscribers. How long you been an Eagles fan? Been an Eagles fan since the McNabb Bears. I've been an Eagles fan since February 6th, 2024. Super Bowl. That's when I started. No, it was a McNabb era. Yeah. So right there with you. Yes, go subscribe. Thank you for the support. Dory Jackson every time is just trying to punch the ball out. And you're cute, but like, dude, you're punching on the side where the ball would literally just go out of bounds. All right. End of the third quarter. Chiefs are driving. I would be blown away if they don't score. It's not like the defense has played poorly. The offense has been the issue. I'm watching. Cool. You'll get little pennies from us for keep being awesome. Thank you. I had to cut the game off. I can't do this. I'm over it. I can't stand them. Yeah, I'm like just very annoyed. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. I go back to Roman Gabriel. I go back to Steve Van Buren. Let's just keep doing this. Let's have like a little like competition of like who's been an Eagles fan the longest. I go back to Jay Bowinger, the first NFL draft pick out of Chicago University by the Eagles, who chose to he'd rather play in a rubber plant than play professional football. Yeah, the league's come a long way. I got Johnny Smith, J.K. Dobbins, and Chase Brown thoughts, or Chase Brown. I would keep Chase personally. Panthers need to move on from Bryce Young. I don't think they do. Whoa, what happened there? There we go. I think it's way too early for that. Way too early. Like I'm a big fan of just letting quarterbacks like develop for a couple of years. And he's only been in the league for a year and 2 games. This is frustrating. I was expecting way more of this game. Me too. I'll tell you, the YouTube chat is just like they've gone silent from watching this game. I'm a Bills fan, born into it. Yeah, I know a few Bills fans because my family is from upstate New York. That fan base is like just my heart goes out to them just because I feel like Eagles fans have been there before with Andy Reid failing to get to the Super Bowl for all those years, the 3 straight trips to the NFC Championship game. She's from Ithaca, New York. But they just, like I said it a few times in chat, they just seem every time to like find new ways to lose in that like big game, we've got hearts high-fiving. Not sure what that is, but that's cool. As you can see, I'm really in tune to this whole TikTok thing. I'm 40. I go back to Neil O'Donnell and Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly not wanting to go to Buffalo when he got drafted. And then, now he's like an icon there. Nice tackle. I mean, they'll pick one up, but it'll be 4th and 1. So do they go for the tie or do they go for the 4th down call? They did this before and it backfired. They're going to go for the field goal. Yeah, it always cracks me up, these stories of like when a guy doesn't want to go to a location and then he ends up becoming a legend. And like Jim Kelly was one of those of like, yeah, I'll actually go to Houston. I'll play for the Houston Gamblers of the USFL. Oh, they're going for it. All right, come on. Big stop here. Big stop. Big stop. This would be huge. Huge. Ah, he got it. Nice little play. Hand off to Kareem Hunt. Yeah, Ithaca's like a very, very forgettable town. I mean, it's a college town. Go Birds. Yes. My brother went to the Steelers game today. They were losing. Did they win? There was a girl I matched with on Bumble who's a Steelers fan. And, well, she's just like a Pittsburgh fan. But I don't know if they won or not. This is like a really good, long, sustained drive by the Chiefs that's likely to end in a touchdown. No turnovers this game at all, though. They didn't win. Yeah, and they're not. I mean, to me, the Steelers are a very mediocre team right now. Very mediocre team. Like, they just scream, 8 and 9. They got crushed 31-17 to Sam Darnold. Tough look. Not that Sam Darnold's been bad. So I forget who it was, but the person that said that Bryce Young, they got to move on with Bryce Young. Sam Darnold's one of the reasons why I'm like, no, like you should stick with the guy. I feel like sometimes you just not let the people run. You just not let the people run? I don't know what you mean. How do you feel about Jalen Hurts being our quarterback? And I don't think he deserves so much hate. Eagles fan, I don't understand why. Like, I don't think he gets hate from the fan base, from the Eagles fan base. Nationally, though, I think it's the polarizing nature of like, and this game's an example of it. Of like, the guy wins a lot. He continues to win. But then it's like, okay, but is he actually winning? Is he the one winning? Or is it the cast around him? And then the discussion morphs into the hate. It starts off as a discussion point. And then somewhere down the line, it morphs into like, no, like I'm letting the hate flow through me. He's not good. And then they just get out of hand. I think for the most part, like for the Eagles fans, like, I mean, I could speak for myself. Like I wasn't a Jalen Hurts guy when he started out. Didn't think he could read a defense. Dude clearly got hooked on phonics. And I know it's in there. Like I know his ability to win big games. I know his ability to take a game over. Like I've seen it plenty of times. So when he has a game like this, where it hasn't been good, I don't panic in any way. I don't look at it like it's a Jalen Hurts problem. But I think the people that don't watch the Eagles do. I don't think they remember, him coming back against the Bills and winning that game, or the Super Bowl performance where the Chiefs took away Saquon Barkley. So he had to kind of do it through the air. Like, I don't think they look at that. And I think Eagles fans do, because obviously we're watching our team closely. So I think that's why he gets a lot of hate. Is it started off as a conversation and then it morphed into something completely different. NFC West is Sling Up. I think that's what you're saying. Would you like to be a part of the Creator Sports Network? I don't know what that is. But maybe, I don't know. Picked off. Go Makuba. Run Makuba. Makuba time. Makuba Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Let's go. That is so big. Oh, after I just said no turnovers. You know what? My neighbor, not across the hall. I don't know if anyone's still on my YouTube chat, but my neighbor right across the hall, she's cool. I've met her before. She is a cat. My neighbor next door, serial unaliver vibes. And I bet you he's not watching this game. And when I get loud like that, I worry that he's going to pay me a visit late in the game. Anyway, go Birds. Huge play. Ebbs and flows of a rookie. What was I saying? The creator, the sports creator thing. Funny part is, like, most of my TikToks, if you like look on my account, 99% of them aren't really sports related. Like everyone, like some of them are. 95% aren't sports related. A lot of that has to do with like I just don't feel like arguing with people. But I usually just keep my sports stuff just strictly on my YouTube channel. Because TikTok doesn't allow you to mute conversations. So on Twitter, like I muted all notifications and it's great. Like I know hate's coming in. I don't see it. It's awesome. But for TikTok, they haven't mastered the mute button yet. So because of that, I usually don't put sports content really on my TikTok too often. I did a TikTok. This was like 7 months ago. I did a whole thing about the 99, and it's a commercial break, by the way. I did a whole thing about the 99 NFL draft. And I've always wondered this. In 1999, the Eagles had the number 2 overall pick. They would have had the number 1 overall pick if it wasn't for the Cleveland Browns, who were the expansion team coming in. The Eagles were actually the worst team in the league. Number 1 overall goes Tim Couch out of University of Kentucky. And number 2 is Donovan McNabb. Now, yeah, obviously the Eagles organization is going to say, oh, we would have always taken McNabb because McNabb is the one who worked out. I always wonder. It's always one of my go-to, like, what ifs. What if the Eagles had the number 1 overall pick? Would they have taken Tim Couch? We'll never know. I'm not going to trust an organization being like, yeah, no, we would have taken the guy who didn't suck. But the trickle-down effect of the Eagles possibly taking Tim Couch in the 99 draft is Andy Reid is fired within probably 4 years. You know, he's not this legendary coach. Or maybe he goes somewhere else and becomes a legendary coach or whatever. But it wouldn't have happened in the Phillies, my point. So I did this whole, like, what if TikTok. And I got some slap dick in my comments like, I've forgotten more about football than you. And I'm like, I don't know what that has to do with anything. But if that helps you sleep at night, sure, bud. One of us has been getting paid consistently for like over a decade to give our opinion on sports, and it's not you. But sure, man, like whatever helps you sleep at night. And when he was an Eagles fan, see, that was the weird thing. Like he just decided to start hating. Travie. Oh my God, I hate to see it. Don't worry, bud. T-Swift will write a song about it. It'll be a banger. Sorry, I'm way behind. Way behind. Are we old and need to delete the squad? Wait, I'm way behind. I'm gonna get caught up during the breakage. I was telling a story no one asked for about the 99 NFL draft. Saquon takes it for maybe a yard. All right. Eagles are good, but feel different, or is that crazy? It's not necessarily crazy because this offense we're watching right now does not look like the Eagles that we remember from last year. I'm just glad the Giants offense got some points today. Sold in the end, but I think if you're a Giants fan, today's performance is probably the best you could have hoped for. You lose to keep the draft pick. I know it's week 2. To talk about draft picks might be ridiculous, but when you're a losing organization, you want draft picks. You lose, Russell Wilson looks good enough where it keeps Jackson Dart off the field. Because I really think the death of most young quarterbacks is getting rushed in there too early. And, I mean, Malik Neighbors. Got Eagles money line. I think I have the Eagles 3 maybe 6. I don't remember. I made so many small bets. Saquon, they're just relying on Saquon now. He picks up like 6. Sorry, I'm way, way, way behind. Face mask, yep. No, it's great. And you are the way you are. I love the pass. Thank you, JR. I do appreciate the kind words. The Steelers rolled. Yeah, no, the Steelers are but that's what the Steelers seem to have done the past 5 years. Is they're just regurgitating these older players, signing these guys because of the Mike Tomlin thing. Jesus. I like the play call, a little play action. I think that might be the first play action we've seen this entire game. And it's 11:45 left in the game. And that's the first time we've seen a play action. To not roll that out earlier when Saquon Barkley is your running back is pretty crazy. All right, here we go. First down. Saquon, no gain. You can cover stuff on YouTube with it. Yeah, maybe. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just not saying no to anything. Now let's do something. Yes, that would be nice. Defense is playing pretty well, all things considering. Oh, God, you followed me on Twitter? That's unfortunate. I would never follow me on Twitter. Needed that pick. Yep. I have Mahomes and the Eagles too. Well, I guess you kind of just lucked out a little bit in that sense. At least no harm, no foul in that, right? Oh my God, that's another one where it's not a good throw. He just hasn't been sharp today at all. Not one bit. This is not a good Super Bowl rematch at all, Lauren. You are 1,000% correct. It is a horrible, horrible Super Bowl matchup. I don't know what's going on. 9 times that 99% of the time, Jalen delivers that ball. It's fine. And this whole game, he just hasn't been on. He hasn't looked like his normal self. They really need a first down here. Off his back foot. Devontae Smith. Let's go. First down to the 4-yard line. Oh, man. I was worried when he threw off his back foot, but the defender never got his head turned around. Let's go. That is so big. That's the first big play. I mean, other than the Saquon touchdown. If they bring A.J. Dillon in, I'm going to lose it. But that's the first, that's the first big time throw they've had. And even then they had he threw it up there as a prayer just because the blitz was coming. But that's a really good job because I've been critical of him. That's a good job by Jalen Hurts to recognize the one-on-one matchup. I mean, everybody knew the blitz was coming. That's all they've done this whole game is blitz. Well, they did give it to Saquon, but he was stopped for a loss. Finally something in the air. Yes, that'd be nice. Big play. Yep. Oh God. Jones is so good. So good. All right. Need 6 here. I sound like a dad. The old joke. Dads in Delaware Valley just saying we need 6. All right. They're on the 5-yard line. Second goal. Saquon carry. Saquon down to the 2. I would give it to him again, and then if not, because the odds of Saquon Barkley getting hit for a loss twice in the same drive, I feel are slim to none. So I'm calling his number again, and then if they don't get it, I'm doing the push. We do need this. You sound like my dad. I know. I sound like the prototypical Delaware Valley, typical football jargon. Oh, they're going for the push now. I feel like they're too far out. No, they're not too far out because Hurts got it. I think he got it at least. It's close. But even if they didn't get it, they're going to go for it again. All right, they said he didn't get it. They're going to go for it again, and they're going to get it that time. So we're just delaying the inevitable. I'm originally from PA, but I live in Vegas. I was just out. I was just in Vegas like 3 weeks ago. Actually, I was in Vegas for my fantasy football draft. Oh my God, it's 4th down on a blade of grass. We're just delaying the inevitable here. We might as well just. They're challenging the fact that he scored because it did look really, really close. Really close. Yeah, I tried to get Backstreet Boys tickets when I was out in Vegas. Not even kidding about that. Insane prices for Backstreet Boys. Insane. Like it was $500. I'm like, I can't justify that. That was I want to. That replay of Nick Sirianni throwing a challenge flag is going to rule Twitter in about 13 minutes if they end up winning this. So I stayed, JR, I stayed at Treasure Island. I traded in credit card points for like my flight and my hotel. My buddy stayed at the Venetian, which was literally right across the street. So it worked out really well. Run it again. Yep. Seeing if I missed anything. But it was fun though. It was a good time. We were there from like Friday to we flew back to Philly Monday. And I think I won like $50 in blackjack. We didn't really gamble too much. Did our draft, hung out by like the Venetian pool. It was a good time. I made a TikTok about how much the Coca-Cola, get your mind out of the gutter, folks. How much the Coca-Cola cost me at the pool at the Venetian, because I just thought like, look, I'm used to going to bars and being the guy that like, I'm like, oh, can I get a Coke? And they're like, you're good. And I'll be like, yeah, can I settle up with you? And they're like, you're fine. It's Coke. And I'm not saying that like I walked into expecting the VIP treatment, but I was like, yeah, can I get a Coke? And then he gave me the receipt, and it was like after tip, it was like $18. I was like, dude, you do refills, right? He's like, yeah, just come back. After my 4th refill, the guy was like, I'm not really supposed to get one. I was like, bud, what are we talking? It's Coke. So I did a TikTok about like, you're never going to believe how much. And of course, like that TikTok did well. And I'm still getting people commenting how much it cost. I'm like, I put in the description how much it cost, because I got sick of people commenting or wondering. I'm like, it costs like $16 or whatever it was, $17. Okay. Oh, can't stand Hurts. Hope he gets his knees taken out and is out for the season. Matthew, that's rude. It's rude, man. I'm sure he's never said that about you. Not sure why the challenge. Probably better success just running the push again. I kind of agree, Josh. And they didn't win it. Didn't win the challenge. So I don't know why they challenged it either, because the success rate of this is like 99.9%. Oh my God, look, they scored. Like, I'm with you, man. Well, I challenge it. It was close, but anyway, Jalen Hurts did not get his knees taken out, and he scored a touchdown. So, touchdown. It's so nice having this play, because if you're an Eagles fan, you're like, just put the 6 points up. Just put it up. Love it. Boom. All right, 22 not cheating. It is not cheating. It's a play. And some people are really good at it, and the Buffalo Bills will be proof positive of why it's a skill. Because if the Bills could have successfully done the push, then they would have been in the Super Bowl last year, but they couldn't. And I don't know how, because Josh Allen's huge and he's mobile. And that's the funny thing to me, is that the teams that are bad at it, i.e. like Green Bay, Buffalo, they're the teams that are like, oh yeah, no, it's probably should get rid of this. And the argument of like safety concerns. What are we talking about? It might be one of the safest plays in football because it's so compact. It's ridiculous, the safety concerns. Yeah, because the NFL has always been the league of safety. I mean, when I think safety concerns, I think NFL. Always looking out for their players. My cousin is a college football coach and interviewed Nick and didn't like him. Lauren, I don't really like Nick, and he's my football coach. He's my team's football coach. Yeah, I know where. Yeah, I work at one of the hotels out there. I wish you checked in earlier. I would have looked to stay there. The one I used to have a hookup with somebody that they got me like the employee discount for. It was like I had like my selection of hotels, and it was like Planet Hollywood, the Bellagio was one because that's where we ended up staying, and we got the employee discount, and it was great. And then I lost that hookup. But I mean, as I said, I traded in credit card points, and we went in August, so like it was pretty cheap. But the last couple times I've been to Vegas was for the music festival when we were young, and they it's a little bit more expensive in October. Man, the YouTube chat is just it's just nothing. There's nothing in the YouTube chat. I don't even know if anyone's here in the YouTube chat. But no one said anything for like an hour. I'm going this year. Again, I'm skipping this year. Trust the process. Yes, Ty. Can we just fast forward to next week? I brought this up a little earlier, man. Next week, my kid has like a drum line thing, and the guy decided that it was going to be from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And I'm like, why? Why are you having on a Sunday 2 to 4 when the Eagles play at 1? Like, so now I've got to beg my ex to take him. And there's a chance that she's like, I'm not fucking taking him. It's your weekend. And she'd be in her right. But I'm like, why are we doing that? And he knows. The guy knows. I mean, I think he does. We've talked about the Sixers before, kind of. Such a BS play. Entire offensive line is bearing. Yeah, I mean, everybody says it's a BS play, and you're usually a fan of a team that can't do it. Like, I don't understand the BS. Like, just the argument against it. Is it a fun play to watch? Okay, no, it's not the most fun play to watch. It's not this explosive play. But to say it's a BS play and it's a fake play and it should be yellow. No, there's one team in the NFL that does it better than anyone else, and it's the Eagles. There's other teams that have tried it, and they're not nearly as successful, which tells you right there it's a skill play. So, I mean, we could sit here and argue till we're blue in the face about it. I'm sure back in 1910 when they tried to get rid of the wedge and the forward pass was introduced, there was somebody out there going, "This is a bullshit play. Forward pass. What are we're throwing the ball now? It's called football, not air ball. Now we're throwing the ball because there was one person doing it better than everyone else." If you don't like it, stop it. Crazy, and that's what annoys me the most about the argument against the push is like Sean McDermott. This is why one of the reasons I can't say Sean McDermott. The competitive nature of you're making all these excuses about why you don't like it when it really boils down to your team's not good at it. And when you face the Eagles and you know it's coming, you can't stop it. That's what it boils down to. And they hide behind all these excuses about the push when in reality it boils down to your team sucks at it. We've seen you try it. We've seen you fail to get to the Super Bowl because your team sucks at it. And now we're going to call player safety and all. Like, stop. It's laughable. Go Birds. Yes. I really can't. I do whine a lot. Yeah. Welcome to Philadelphia Sports. I don't necessarily know if I whine a lot. I'm more like give my opinion, but you can interpret it as much as you want. But I'm more. I don't know if that's whining. I don't care. You can call it whatever you want. But game is fixed. Hell of a script, man. Your voice gets high and you complain. Yeah, okay. I don't really give a fuck, but yeah, okay, sure. Once again, welcome to like sports talk. You're welcome. You're welcome here. Welcome to sports talk. It's what we do. Why not go out watch the game? I hate watching the game out with people. Can't stand it. Um, because you end up standing next to some guy that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and he talks your ear off the entire time. So I'd rather sit here and do it with you guys and be told that I whine a lot because that's better than hearing, Joey Bag of Donuts hot take. By the way, 4th and 7, they're punting. I'd rather do that. Oh, he almost blocked that. He didn't, but he almost did. Go. All right, down to 15. Go Birds. Yes, go Birds. Holy, the play calling is, dude, play calling is so bad. So bad. Philadelphia is a garbage city and garbage people. Oh, I mean, it's only the birthplace of America, my man. Sirianni throwing the challenge flag was funny. I forget who, but somebody else brought it up. It's funny because like, why'd you call it? Why'd you decide to challenge there? It was just weird. Go Birds, Faith. Yep, go Birds. 4 and out. Hate to see it. What am I missing here? Love Philly. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of Americans love Philly, or else we'd be drinking tea and saluting the Queen at 4 o'clock. But I mean, the guy's handle is Dick Prescott, so he's clearly trying to like troll. I think he might be upset about what happened last week, but whatever. The funny thing is, a lot of times the people that do that like will shit on Philly, and that's so hilarious. Like his comment was funny. A lot of times there's people they haven't been to Philly, or they came to Philly when they were like 8 years old on a field trip. There's 20 Faith. It's 20-10. The Eagles have the ball. They just forced a 4-and-out. I do Mason and Sarah. I don't know which one I'm talking to. I follow Temple. I got sunburned yesterday. This is not my natural complexion. I got sunburned at the Temple game. So to ask if I follow college, I follow Temple. I watched that entire game. They lost 42-3, but I was there. I'll be able to say years later when I'm 80 years old, I'll be in my nursing home getting very animated. My voice will get very high. And someone will be like, you whine a lot. And I'll be like, well, I'm whining about Temple because I was there for the entire experience. But no, I don't really like follow college too closely. I used to, but let's not nice. Let's not forget. Let's spit on racism, not each other. Perfect way to put it. Yes. Perfect way to put it. Fly was fly. Kenny all day. Always. Funny thing is, I didn't actually get into Temple. They didn't want me. Fans in 72. Welcome, man. Welcome. Danny, correct. Yep. Yeah, the name is what jumped out at me where I was like, this is not a serious person. Game so far, 20-10, 7 minutes left. Eagles have the ball, fourth quarter. They have not looked good. I should say offense has not looked good. Saquon Barkley just ran into Jordan Mailata. The offense doesn't look good other than like Saquon's look pretty decent. But Jalen Hurts is 14 for 21 with 95 yards. And their passing attack has been non-existent. I can't even call it an attack. It's like they haven't gotten really any. They had one play through the air, and that was a long pass completion to Devontae Smith, but they haven't been able really to get much going. I bet heavily on A.J. Brown to have like 100 yards and a touchdown, and he hasn't done – I mean, he's probably caught 3 or 4 balls, but they've all been for like 6 yards. Another one where Barkley's running. That time he ran into Cam Jurgens. That's okay. You can sound whatever you want. AJ Wash Brown. I don't think he's washed. I see 40-yard touchdown. I wish, man. The game is going good. Good defensive game for both teams. Yeah, it has been a good it's been a good defensive game. I mean, I keep bringing it up, but like the Chiefs have been dealing with like big injuries in this one. They lost Mike Dana, they lost their left tackle, they lost Hollywood Brown. Eagles going for the push on 3rd and 1. They're trying to draw them all sides. I thought they jumped, and by they I mean like I thought the Eagles jumped. I thought that was a false start. I'm very surprised that was not a false start. Wow. Go Swifty, go. If her fiance could have caught the ball, then replay shows a little bit of a different story. If her fiance didn't bobble the ball in the end zone and get it picked off, this game would be completely different. I have a love hate with Taylor Swift. Big love hate with Taylor Swift. If anyone's ever they did jump. The Eagles did jump. If anyone's ever seen the meme or the GIF of Jay-Z where he's like, "What are we doing? What is this? Now we got a whistle." Timeout, Philadelphia. The meme of like Jay-Z when he's like angry, but he's like bopping, like that's me with Taylor Swift. Like I don't really like her. And it's really just because of the bandwagon nature of everything. But F the Eagles, frick the Eagles. Bandwagon. Jimmy, how did you know? I told you that in confidence. I told you in confidence that I just started watching the Birds during the Super Bowl. And here you are telling the world my secrets. Not cool, man. Red Kingdom all day. Hey, Jim, cheer for your team. That's cool. I'm mad at Jimmy now. I was like, dude, I think I'm gonna start cheering for the Birds. And I did it during the before Kendrick called Drake a PDF file. I don't know what people say to get around the TikTok stuff. But yeah, I was like, hey, like don't tell anyone, like keep it on the down low. I'm just gonna pretend. And I don't think anyone's gonna call me. And Jimmy was like, I like it. Like that's a good plan. And then he stabs me in the back. All right, Saquon up for like 1 yard. No, that's okay. They can cheer for their team. All good. All good. See, Jimmy found the humor in it. All right. Oh wow, next week's game of the week is Cowboys and Bears. Man, who doesn't want to see that barn burner, right? Cowboys and Bears, sign me up. Sign me up for that. God, who scheduled that? That is a brutal game. Now's a good time to tell you I have a YouTube channel, and if you could click the link in my bio and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it because I just need subscribers. Thank you for your consideration. Go Birds. Here we go. Shy Mo. I don't know what that means. I don't know the point of this content, but I'm laughing for some reason. Yeah, I have one of those faces. Just either want to punch or laugh. I think a guy earlier wanted to punch me, and now you want to laugh. So, 2nd and 9. If they could score a touchdown here, it's over. I mean, it's a long way to go. Another handoff to Saquon, though. Like, there's no passing game at all in this one. He lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 10. None. There's no passing game. Oh, Joe Burrow left the game with an injury. Jeez. Didn't see that. Lions spoiled Ben Johnson's return to Detroit. Who saw that coming? There's just no. I guess the counter is like when you have Saquon Barkley, like why wouldn't you run the ball? But I don't know. 2nd and 9. I feel like it's just predictable at this point. Ice cream tattoo. Yep. It is an ice cream tattoo. It's my favorite food. I'm an Eagles fan. Maybe it's just the tone. Well, I appreciate you joining. Go Birds, brothers in arms, me and you. All right. Complete, but like he completes it, but it's for a 7-yard gain, and it's 3rd and 10. So it's there's no awareness of where the sticks are. That's what is that? The fuck is that? 3rd and 10, you need 10. You throw for 7. This has been the passing game all game. It's like college level passing game. And now they're punting because they threw for fucking 7 yards when they needed 10. It's ridiculous. Oh, right. Let the guy live. Oh, now I'm getting ice cream cones. Dude, ice cream's my favorite food. Obviously. You belong on It's Always Sunny. I would take the paycheck, sure. Someone get Rob McElhenney on the phone. Let him know. We didn't go to the same high school though. He went to a high school that I actually can't stand, called St. Joe's Prep. But like that whole there was a thing he did with his wife about he grew up in the mean streets, and it's like, oh, like she made fun of him. She's like, you grew up and you went to like a $20,000 a year high school. Get him. Wrap him up. There we go. Huh? Cheesesteaks and football. Mario Jomo, sack lunch. There he is. And that's why earlier I said I think Mario Jomo is as good as Milt Williams. So my tattoo, totally different game. Yep, 100% Josh. Because I said it when it happened. I was expecting points on the board. Oh, he overthrew him. My God, he had him wide open. That's a walk-in touchdown. He could have stopped, tied his shoes, and then walked in. Mine is mint chocolate chip and then Rocky Road. Because those are the 2 flavors I like to get if I go to a place and I know there's just like a generic place. They'll probably have those 2. Whoever loses gets millions, so it doesn't matter. Oh, don't be that guy. Don't there's always the one guy at the party that's like, oh, I don't watch sports. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I do. Look at you, Quinyon. Quinyon just Dikembe Mutombo'd that. That was the most disrespect. And there's a flag on the fucking play. And it's probably going to be roughing the passer because, we can't get through a game without roughing the passer for Patrick Mahomes. Couldn't possibly. Of course it is. Of course. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Folks, thoughts and prayers for Patrick Mahomes, who got a hand to the face. Thoughts and prayers. May he have a speedy recovery. That's so ridiculous. It still blows my mind that Jalen Carter didn't get called for that in the Super Bowl. Crazy that he didn't get called for it because he bitch slapped him. Thoughts on the Cowboys Giants? It was awesome until I turned it off. It was hell of an ending of regulation, but then I turned it off because the Eagles game started. But it was good watch. Yeah, exactly. It was literally he just caressed him. It was a Maybelline commercial. Like, that is so weak to me. You think Kenny Pickett's getting that call? No, he's not. Ref's got to protect the golden boy. That's holding. That is so holding. That was a weird play. They got away with a hold. I mean, that happens every play, but still. Man, Adoree Jackson got real lucky on that one. What else did I miss? We have some awesome local ice cream. Come to Buffalo. I was in Buffalo like a couple weeks ago, and I was driving up to Toronto. How's Brady's kryptonite? Is Eli Manning? Mahomes' kryptonite's Jalen Hurts. Just might be. I still can't get over the guy that was like, breaking news, whoever loses still gets millions. Like, okay. Oh, geez. 3rd and 10, they convert. It's a good throw. 3:25 left. I did not get ice cream. I've been trying to lose weight, so I like limit myself to how much I have. Get him. That's a hold. Dude, they're holding like crazy this game. The worst part is the Chiefs, the offensive linemen are like putting their hands up. Like, I'm not holding. Like, they're doing that technique. And they're clearly fucking holding. There we go. Oh, we called it. Let's see, and people think I don't know ball. I don't know ball. 3 people right now on the YouTube live stream. 3 people. Bless your hearts. No one said anything in about an hour and a half, but bless your hearts. All right. I will try to take advantage of it. I was driving up to Toronto, so like I wasn't in the mood to like stop anywhere. I was kind of just trying to get rid of it. That's a bomb. Damn, touchdown. That's a hell of a throw. That's a really good throw. Oh, touchdown, Tyquan Thornton. So it'll be 20-17 now. Hi, New Music Inferno. Hi, Pat. How are you? I was better till let's go Birds. It was a lot better till that happened. Yeah, Quinion Mitchell tried to catch up to him. He did a pretty good job of catching up to him, but that was a defensive breakdown. I don't know what happened on that. But you figure if you give Pat Mahomes that much, because that was the second straight throw to Thornton this drive where he was basically wide open. And Pat Mahomes is going to miss him twice. But we haven't seen that from the Eagles this entire game. You know, that's why like the play calling last drive, like you force a 3 and out and you're up 20-10. You get the ball. You got to get points on the board. You got to score. And the play calling was abysmal again. All right. 3 minutes left, 20-17. Chiefs have no timeouts. Eagles have 1. And then they'll obviously have the 2-minute warning. So, I mean, they you know what they can't do? They can't have Colts won. And the Panthers are driving. New Music Inferno on YouTube is keeping me updated on that. Thank you very much for keeping me abreast on the situation. I don't know what the Colts are because with Daniel Jones, are they like legit? Are the Colts legit? I'm not stressed, Danny. I'm really not. I'm more stressed about the spread. I think I had -6. A little stressed about that, if I'm being honest. But I'm not too stressed. I'm a little concerned about like, are we going to get the Saquon run up the middle on first down? They went for an onside kick, and the Eagles recovered. So that's good because the Eagles are now on the 40. But I guess you kind of had to when you have no timeouts. I'm worried about the Saquon run up the middle, the Saquon run to the right. Now it's 3rd and 6, and then you have to throw it. But it is 2:59 left in the game. Eagles up 20-17. Eagles offense does not look great. They are healthy. New Music Inferno, they are healthy. This is true. And they have weapons, too. They have offensive weapons. Spilled coffee on myself earlier. That's not good. Nobody wants to see that. Am I missing anything? Nope. We're all caught up. All right. 20-17. Ball on the 42-yard line of the Chiefs. A little worried about the play calling here, and it's a run to Barkley, but he picks up 9. I was right about the run up the middle, but he picked up 9. Jalen Hurts has 101 yards through the air. As somebody that has him in fantasy, that's not great. That's a me problem. That's not a you problem, folks. It is second down now. It'll be like second one. It is second one. Second one. Saquon, 22 rushes, 88 yards, 1 touchdown, averaging 4. Figure it'll probably be a heavy dose of Saquon. I wonder if they let him score. You go down 10, you're just gonna. The Eagles are just gonna what? Get 1. Do they need the first down? I mean, it's gonna go 2-minute warning. Yeah, they do. So 2-minute warning. The Eagles aren't gonna do anything. Oh, encroachment by the defense. I think you need to get known more. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. New Music Inferno showing love and support. That was weird. All right, 2:13 left. It's second one because he declined it because they're trying to do that shit on purpose. They better. Bucky, were you the one who had like $500 on this? They pick up the first down on the push, so they should be able to clinch this victory. I'd be very surprised if they don't. I mean, the Chiefs have no timeouts, and you win the 2-minute warning. There was somebody earlier who bet I think it was Bucky who bet $500 on the game, and I was like, dude, I'm sweating out 50. You hit it. You hit a 17-teamer, dude. I truly mean this. Congrats on your success. That is awesome. I love hearing like shit like that. Like when people like big like win the big, long shot bet. How much did you win? Usually, he said all money lines. Usually, I'll do like a bet of like 6 or 7 teams, straight money lines, all heavy favorites. Hope for the best. But that is awesome, man. 17 teams. Jesus. So you bet $2. 17 teams though, like just from doing similar stuff in the past. Wait, $2? You only won $5? There's no way you only won $5 on a 17-teamer. No way. No way. Even with heavy favorites. That's shocking. All right, go Birds. Now we got a Papa John's commercial. Okay, they'll tell you it's better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's overpriced. Just is. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad. It's not great. In a pinch, it'll do, but it's overpriced. Domino's will give you pizza for $0.25. They're just like, here, just take it. Just take our pizza. Just tell people, please. Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to end up losing my bets. I can tell you that. So I will not be winning anything. I thought A.J. Brown was going to have a big day, so I took him for 100 and a touchdown. And he didn't have necessarily a bad day, but it wasn't an A.J. Brown-like performance. Definitely had, Saquon and getting over 100 yards because last season was a lock for it. He's not going to end up getting 100 yards. It's always doughy when I get Papa John's. It is. It is a little. I like the I don't mind it. It's trash pizza, but I like trash pizza sometimes. But anytime like I can't afford Papa John's without a coupon code. Again, like Domino's right now will give you a pizza with literally all their toppings for $10. And I'm like, look, like I know there's better pizza around, but $10, like I can stretch that out for like 2 days. All right, here we go, folks. Here we go. Maria, hello. I like room temp, Little Caesars. I haven't had Little Caesars in forever. I got pizza at a place in Roxborough that's really good. But I have like 1 piece left. Can I join? You can absolutely join. Everyone's invited. New York pizza is very good. And they got the first down. 3rd and 1. They move the pile. First down. And that should do it. That should lock it up. It was ugly. It was very, very ugly. There was nothing. The Chiefs are claiming they have the ball. I don't know how they're claiming they have the ball. I think it's one of those situations of the Chiefs just standing up from a pile, just claiming, "Oh no, we got it." But the play was dead, dude. Danny, the play was dead. The signals, the Eagles. I mean, look, I don't blame you guys for trying, and it's adorable. It really is. It's an adorable attempt, but I think the play was dead. I mean, I show a replay, Fox. That would be cool. All right, they're just gonna go for a kneel down and call it a day. I mean, this is where like the Chiefs should challenge. Because why are we taking a timeout? Oh, because the clock was running out. Even if the clock was running out, who cares? Just all right. Oh, damn. Good news, folks. Dean Blandino is done with the tush push. Dean Blandino screams weirdo. Complete weirdo. The kind of guy that like gives you like the big-eyed smile. I don't trust him. I wouldn't have him watch my kids. Come get Buffalo pizza and ice cream. If I'm going to Buffalo, I'm getting wings because honestly, Philly has trash wings. I sent a request. Jerry Jones owns over 100 Papa John's in Texas. Really? Does he really? I didn't know that. I know Peyton Manning has made a lot of money off Papa John's, and Shaq has made a ton of money off Papa John's. But good to know. I don't know who owns the one in my neighborhood. Okay. Just kidding. I said replay and TikTok. Really? Some of the stuff that TikTok flags you on is just weird. Tate, anytime, but thanks for stopping by. I just do appreciate it. Tate was watching on my YouTube. So this is a good, probably the last time I'll say, if you guys are new, if you could just click the link in my bio, it'll take you to my YouTube channel. It's about sports, but you don't have to watch any of it. But if you could just subscribe, I need subscribers. That's all I need. But I appreciate everyone stopping in.